around.
Yeah, what's that, Eric?
He looks like Triple H. Like
it does, like the posters of old.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's Triple H. Like even like the veins in his neck and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay, so we're live doing the Fastlane watch along. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by
Eric. The hater, probably who no one wants to see right here, but is who you get. Damn it, it's who you get.
And we're in the midst of Ali versus Riddle on the pre-show, which has actually been a really good match, even though we've been talking about food for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you know, they have one of my favorite referees doing this match. This is Marcus' favorite referee because he's the one when he does Charlotte match. He's like, "Come on, Charlotte, come on."
Do you know what? I got mixed up with referees because I thought it was the black one on NXT, the guy with the big fat ass.
Oh, the guy that kind of looked like Apollo Crews, but like a more compact size.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's this little dude right here because he's been on the main roster for a long time. Shout out to the longest TNA employee in WWE, Rudy Charles. He's still doing the ref game in WWE. He made the jump. Charles. Are you doing the 2 earphone thing so you can hear the show and hear me?
No. So what I've got is the network in a separate browser and the volume turned down really low, but I can still hear it perfectly, even though we're both talking.
Is that too loud for you right there? Can you hear my background? No,
I can't hear anything. But to be fair, I've got the own wrestling audio coming through my headphones as well. So even if you had background info, I couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. I mean, as a performer, do you think you're upset that you're on the pre-show, or are you just happy that you're a part of the show any kind of way?
I think pre-show more people see you.
That was a nice move right there.
Riddle has been having solid matches recently.
No, I don't think Riddle his in-ring work is not the problem. I just don't think you can make him a face, because as I was telling somebody at work, he just has a face that you want to punch. Like, he's so annoying that he is a natural heel, in my opinion.
But do you think he could pull off heel? Like this gimmick he's currently doing, I don't think it could play off well as heel. Just like RVD, he can't really play heel.
That's a fair point. But I think like Riddle will have that thing about him as long as he stays a face. He will always be like in between for me, because his in-ring work is far superior than what his character is, like him and his stallion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Although he plays so well off of the New Day. Like you imagine him playing, I don't know. It's just, it works.
Well, anyone can really get on well with the New Day.
That is,
they're just likable people.
Except with Coffee Kingston, it's gonna be Big Money Coffee Kingston.
Oh, do you know, I would love that. Did you listen to it yet?
No, not yet. But
Eric, you need to listen to it.
A little bit that you guys told me, it makes me laugh, because it reminded me of when I was listening to the New Day podcast, and one of my favorite things is when Big E was talking about when he was gonna leave the New Day and what he was gonna do, and he was gonna blow it all up, and I was like, man, that's so funny, because.
It was in one of the first few episodes when he was going to change his group name to the Cause.
The bro Derek from the top rope. That's a lot of man crotch in your face, but damn it, you got to do what you got to do to win. Oh, wait.
That doesn't look remotely safe, you know.
You saw how Dijakovic was holding everybody else back, though?
Yeah.
I think we're about to have an insurrection of retribution.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen tomorrow. Oh no, they're picking him up now.
They're picking him up to beat him up, Manny.
Am I ahead of you again?
I don't know. They're doing replays right now.
Okay, I've got them picking up him, so I'm gonna pause for a bit, and you tell me when. Ali starts cursing them.
They're picking him up right now.
He's going to start berating them.
Okay. Right now, he's swinging, pinching, and hollering.
There we go.
So this is something that I think that like in the pandemic era, this is something that they really missed out on. I think we should have had group watch parties where you can actually have a group of people and all watch the same stream at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of what I knew it was going to be us two anyway. That's why I prepared graphics for us.
Yeah.
But like, if anyone like in the mid card mess or on where I posted it on the Sharpshooters Facebook wanted to join us,
You know what? I figured she Reckoning would be the first one to walk out. Walk away, Mia. Walk away. You don't even get to fight. You know, it would be amazing if the only person that stayed with him was
Mace.
Mace.
That
would be amazing.
Mace would be like, I've got nothing else without this. They are really killing time with this.
Well.
Oh, Mace is choking him.
Oh, you're still ahead of me a little bit, but okay.
Oh, okay. Let me know when.
That's a joke.
Let me know when they slam him.
Okay. Slam.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, there's no upside with Mace.
No.
And there's no upside. I don't think there's an upside with Slapjack.
No. We're going to call Shane Thorne his real name.
Yeah, the other two are going to be all right.
Yeah, but I also feel kind of bad about Ali, though, because I think Ali was making strides of being better.
I still think you can continue with what's going on with Ali. I think a lot of stuff right now, though, is going to be put on the back burner because of WrestleMania.
Oh, well, you know, that's my favorite thing about WrestleMania. I love the hard reset. The hard reset is the best thing about WrestleMania because everything changes at that point.
Because it felt like they were doing far too early of promoting that Rhea Ripley's coming to Raw. Like, they should have saved that till Raw.
I mean, for me,
after WrestleMania.
As Marcus said, Fastlane is probably the one pay-per-view we don't need. It's a good card, but like I didn't need this. I wish they would cut down their pay-per-views at least to 11 per year. Then that way you can at least have like 2 months of build up for WrestleMania.
Yeah, we brought it up on Thursday. I thought the way they're building to WrestleMania just feels a little bit forced.
Well, especially because they didn't realize they were going to be able to get fans into the building. I think they would have taken a little bit more time with it.
Yeah. So are you watching through Peacock or are you still watching through the old network?
Do it through the network.
Subscribe for just $2.50 a month. Huh. That's a good deal.
So do I have to go do something? Because I thought my account was just going to transfer over.
Oh, I don't know.
because I went through all my emails purposely to see if I got any update of what I needed to do. Because my big issue with the Peacock network, and you know, maybe it's just me thinking in the business sense, like right now, everything is kosher and it's going to be like the network where you pay your monthly fee. But eventually, once they get that influx of WWE networks going to the Peacock, they're going to start charging for the pay-per-views. It's going to start being like ESPN. And then it's going to be that point of like, oh, do I really want to pay $30 or $60 for this show?
I think that's where you're going to start losing people.
Well, because I always felt that $9.99, it was a steal for me personally. I think that $19.99, I still think would be a steal. But I think the max that I would be willing to pay is $29.99. And yes, it has to be $29.99. Can't make it a cool $30. $29.99.
Yeah. Well, that's also the thing, isn't it? I don't think I'm gonna be paying for pay-per-views if that becomes a case.
Are you gonna call Lincoln back?
Gonna have to.
Well, because I think the problem like with AEW is that they charge $60. Like
60 is too much for a show that you might not like.
Like honestly, I remember before the network started, we would drop 70 for WrestleMania, but that was 70 split between 2.5 people.
Yeah.
because Ryan would always say he's gonna pay, but then he ain't never got no money. But on paper, I think this is gonna be one of the better shows that should happen. And I think by any sign of the match between Ali and Riddle, I mean, that was a high caliber match right there.
Yeah, the only stinker is going to be, and I don't think for entertainment wise, the stinker of a match will be Alexa Randy Orton, because it's just a lead up for the Fiend to return.
Yeah, but for some reason, Manny, you're just like me. You want to see how far they're going to be willing to go with Randy putting hands on Alexa. Like, it's just one of those things.
Well, you already dropped her, so I want to know how. I want to know.
Because, I mean, to their credit, the way that they pulled off that Reginald match that one time, I think, against Sasha was quite impressive. So, but, Randy is not as agile as Reginald is. And, I can't wait to get my Reggie tonight, too, because Reggie's hilarious.
Do you think they're actually gonna put the titles on Sasha and Bianca? I think they are.
Manny, I pray to God that they don't, but they might, because Vince has tried how many times already this year to put the tag team titles on people who are going against each other. I think he's tried 3 times already, and he has not been successful yet. This might be the one time he's going to be successful.
Well, the last time that ever happened, I think, was WrestleMania 23, where both Shawn Michaels and John Cena went into WrestleMania 23 as tag team champions, even though they were in the main event.
The funniest thing about that line of thinking, though, is that you already shit on the tag team division. I mean, it's been reported numerous places that Vince does not like tag team wrestling. Yeah. I don't understand why putting the tag team titles on the 2 people who are fighting for the WWE title makes you think that's good shit. It's just not.
It's not, because you know what? Everyone knows it's going to lead to dissension.
Yeah, it's because you got to have a reason to fight each other. That's like if I pull some type of executive rank and gave you 22 kilobytes of gold and made you the DSP champion, you know how Marcus wouldn't take that too well. It'll be almost like Jordan Devlin and Santos Escobar. You ain't the real champion. But I think Daniel Bryan, and I mean, overall, what do you think match is going to steal the show tonight?
I think Daniel Bryan. That it's obvious, isn't it?
It should be the best match of the night. It should be.
Because Roman matches, well, some of them probably are not as good as they action-wise, but the drama that's attached to it, it brings it to another level.
Roman brings the theatrics to every match that he does. The fact where he doesn't want to show up, where he takes his time to walk out to the ring, like, you remember when he first started the head of the table storyline where he had that tag match with Jay, and Jay was out there on that ramp all by himself for the majority of the match. And he finally decided to show up. And like, honestly, that was like the moment. Or even when he was supposed to fight Jay and he wasn't walking out until he was ready. Like it's like, for me, I really hate the special guest enforcer, but I guess you have to have edge there. And I hope, like what you guys said on Saturday, I hope this doesn't become a triple threat match, because I'm not really a huge fan of triple threat matches at WrestleMania. I think it's a cop-out personally, but that's just me.
Triple threat matches in title matches always are cop-out, because just someone's taking a pin. There's one person in it that's always there to take a pin, and a lot of the time it's to keep the champion looking strong, which was the case for Bobby Lashley losing the United States title in a triple threat match at Elimination Chamber. Now, to win the WWE title like 2 weeks later.
Man, I'm gonna cut you off real quick because I was distracted. Do you think Booker T is an inspiration to Reginald for his hairline and his braids? Because
yeah, you say that, but Booker T is an old man.
That is also true. That is also true. I don't know why he's trying to do the curly mustache thing, but whatever. They fired the Rogue One. They fired the Rogue One.
I don't know, man. Charlie can do better than WWE.
She can. She can.
She doesn't need to be on this kickoff show and all this other stuff.
No. And you know what? Right now, I can't think of her name. Is it Dasha? No, that's Dasha's in AEW, right?
Who, this one?
Yeah, what's her name?
I can't even remember, you know.
Damn. Martinez? No.
Nah, ain't Martinez.
She always is with Big E. Damn, what kind of wrestling expert are we? Can't remember her name.
Well, she's not really.
Damn. Damn.
But I'll find out. It was
no, Manny, don't look up. I mean, I think the thing is, it's more funnier when it's going to pop into our head doing a really obscure match on the show. Don't look it up. Get the whoever's watching, give them something to look forward to. Wait, Eric, I done fucked up. I wasn't signed in. I should have known the pre-show was working well. I should have ordered me a pizza with gravy on there.
You know, you lot mock it. It was nice.
Maybe, but they don't have that in the States here, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like Canadians got it right though, because that was very close to poutine.
I've never had poutine.
You gotta have poutine.
You really like gravy, don't you?
Yeah, I love gravy, but that's more of an English thing. It's definitely an English thing.
Fruit snacks, greatest snack ever.
Nah.
Oh, you got crisp. Well, I have some cheese puffs downstairs, but I didn't want to get my microphone all cheese puffy.
That's the reason my mic is nowhere near me anymore.
It hasn't started yet, right?
No, they're doing their intro.
Oh, they are. I don't even have that.
What are you on?
Just the WWE Network.
Yeah, I'm getting the intro to the show.
Do I really have to go to Peacock? All right. Is it at tonight?
Yeah.
Step on the gas and go?
Yeah.
And your girl Sasha?
I like how you're calling her mine when I want nothing to do with her.
Yes, but when I know someone has a clear disdain for someone, I like to make them their person.
Just like I am Moon's your girl.
Fuck
yeah.
That's low, man. That's low.
No, low is calling you Ember Moon.
You know what's funny? There's only one reason why I dislike Ember Moon. I know you have multiple reasons.
I don't have multiple reasons. I just think she's overrated.
I think the reason why I dislike Ember Moon is the fact that the way that she returned to NXT made absolutely no sense because she returned the same night as Toni Storm with a gimmick that was better suited for Toni Storm than her. And I shouldn't hold that against Ember Moon, but damn it, someone should have said, you know what? I don't think this is going to work. But it's not like Toni Storm has done much since she's been back. I mean, she's challenged for the title, but she hasn't really made it through that glass ceiling because Marcus' girl EO is dominating.
Yeah, I don't know what they're planned. There's been numerous times in this title run where I thought, you know what, it's time to take it off EO. But who knows what they're doing?
Well, you know, I'll be the first one to say this, and everybody's gonna hate me. Luckily, there's nobody in the chat room when I say this. I think EO is overrated, personally. But
I don't think she's overrated. I think it's run its course. I don't think it's overrated. I think it's just run its course. And it was a lot like how I felt with Becky's run as the women's champion. I felt like maybe the 3 months before she like gave up the title, I felt like, yeah, it's too much Becky now.
But then my big issue too is that I don't know if I like Raquel Gonzalez, but I don't know if she's the right one for the title. That's my big issue.
I feel like
I see Marcus' text message. I feel like he knows I'm talking about EO.
Oh no, I think he's talking about the suit.
Oh, not his cup of tea. Damn, I got bigger boobs than Bianca.
I would go as far as to say Sasha as well.
I got her beat too. But you know, the sad part about that comment is going to come back and haunt me in probably 2 weeks' time, probably as soon as Tuesday on you guys' next show, if someone watches this watch alone.
Well, no one seems to be in it yet.
Well, you know, watch alongs are a very interesting thing. Like, have you ever really participated in one where you're not hosting it, Manny?
Yeah, I do it for Man United games.
Okay.
Mainly during the pandemic, though, because I feel I'm missing the noise.
Okay.
Of watching a game.
Oh, she added some twerk to her entrance. Shantae talks so bad about Sasha when she comes out to the ring because she says she has no rhythm of how she dances. It's like it's all off beat and stuff like that.
Dances like a white girl.
Yeah, it's funny to me. Are they matching? They might be.
Kind of matching. Sasha overdid it with the red. I fucking hate that laugh.
Also, Bianca didn't care too much for that laugh either, though. She ain't got time for her shit today. You know, but Sasha's tights are not bad. I like the colorway. It's almost like a Spider-Man in a way. Like she wouldn't call Johnny Gargano's person like, "Hey, what you got?" So, who in NXT would you give the women's title to, though? Like, who would you have beat EO?
The only person that realistically can carry that division, if they were to pull people away now, I think is Toni Storm and she's a sleeper, but Candice LeRae.
I think Candice LeRae in the way is probably the best bet. My fool Reggie almost said something else.
Oh, he's wearing those. He's wearing the suit.
He wearing the suit that we agree. He's right. I don't understand how Marcus didn't understand that was the best suit. Because I'm glad to see that he saved it for the pay-per-view.
Me and you both know that is a Hall of Fame NFL jacket.
I just want to point out Reggie has been involved in so many different storylines. It's crazy. Oh, you think they're breaking up tonight?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Nia already put it that if we lose the titles, I'm coming for you, Shayna.
Explosive plays WWE 2K. Who is winning? So we're opening with the women's tag team match for the women's tag team titles. I honestly think they're going. I think they're going with Sasha and Bianca to win this match.
Manny, when you're matching, that's a very good chance. Look at the clashing of outfits between Nia Jax and Shayna. Like, this is not, and honestly, let me put it this way. I think Shayna is a better singles competitor than she is in this tag team. True, I don't know if Vince sees anything in her, but I wouldn't mind seeing her go back to NXT and beat EO. I like the Queen of Spades reign in NXT.
That's the last time the title has been relevant.
I would love to see Dakota Kai get the title, but I know she can't carry the title because no one cares about Dakota Kai but me.
No, I like Dakota Kai. I don't think she gets nearly the respect she does.
But Manny, you know she's not a champion though. That's the problem.
No, she's a good natty though.
Damn, you're right, but I don't want to hear those words.
But like, obviously, Candice LeRae is also a very good natty.
Yeah, but I think she's better because she's part of the way, and that whole storyline with the way, if they could ever figure out exactly what they're doing, because I don't know if I really care about Austin Theory and Dexter Loomis. Like for me, when you have factions, I don't need to care about the subordinates. It needs to be focused on Johnny and Candice. They're the main stars. They made the way. So
Yeah, I feel like they're doing it right. I don't think they're doing enough with Indy at the moment, but they're doing it right. But they're building these two up as like someone that can be considered credible.
yeah. When he hugged Dexter, because I didn't even talk about that on NXT this week, but when he hugged Dexter, it was funny because you have to give Austin Theory credit. He plays goofball really well. The problem is that you hope he doesn't get stuck with that. And if he ever gets to that level where he needs to become a serious competitor, that it will just always be stuck. He'll be labeled that kind of guy.
But that's kind of what Kofi said on the New Day podcast recently was you appreciate characters more than you do in ring because that's what you remember.
Yeah.
You don't you remember quality matches all the time, but you don't remember like the average and okay matches. Manny, you don't always remember them.
I might disagree with that about remembering quality matches. I don't think no one does, because when I talk to any person who's watched wrestling that has fell off, the first thing that they talk about, oh, you remember the $1 Million Man? You remember the Ultimate Warrior? Stuff like that. Can you show the Universal Championship fight? No, we can't, because if we show that match, our channel will be flagged and we can never do anything again. Oh, Manny, could you run into Nia Jackson survive?
Yeah, she does. She's not like if you were to run into Kane. Her body would kind of engulf you.
Oh, okay. Like Majin Buu in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She's not all muscle.
I just called her Majin Buu. That's just bad.
However, if she was to
run, I'm sorry. I'm dirty.
If she was to run into you, completely different.
Manny, that's when worlds collides right there, man. Hey, if she read it to me, I don't know what's going on. She might have to deal with Sharpie wife or something of that nature. Who knows?
Well, no, she doesn't annoy me nearly as much as she used to.
So she's not on your list of most hated performers?
No, I feel like she's grown.
Uh-huh.
She is still relatively unsafe, but that happens when you're that big, that much
Manny,
bigger than everyone else.
I'm going to ask you a question. Is it that she has grown, or is it because Ember Moon has came back and all your focus and attention is on her?
Well, I try not to focus on Ember, but like
they forced her because they put her with Shotzi.
Yeah, but like I just don't think Ember should be in the position she's in. Like you can't just walk in after being a failure on the main roster and then come in and get title shots.
So Michael, aka Rad Gnarly, Reginald was a sommelier for why can't I think of her name? I'm slipping up right now. The sommelier for Carmella when she came back to battle Sasha Banks. For whatever reason, he was trying to play both sides, so he kind of tried to be the sommelier for Sasha Banks. That didn't work out, and the next, Nia Jax has a crush on Reggie, who is now the sommelier. He's just an athletic, annoying kind of guy who is he's like a modern day Virgil that can do flips.
No, he's better than Virgil. Virgil wasn't able to secure himself another job. He has secured himself another job.
I would also let people know who's ever inside of this live chat. Check out Michael's page, Rat Gnarly. He do very in-depth, long gameplays of video games. I appreciate the dedication that he has to try to do it, because I tried to play a video game and record it, and I was upset because I felt the capturing was costing me the playing of the game.
To be fair, though, the game you were playing was trash.
Oh, no, but Manny, I have tried other games to play, and as Marcus tells you all the time, I'm not very good at video games. So I look for any type of excuse to.
That's why you don't have to live stream. Record it and just edit it.
Oh man, I'm excited. This Friday, Monster Hunter comes out for the Switch. I've never played a. I've never played.
You've never played. You've never played Monster Hunter.
No.
That's right down your alley.
No, I know. It's one of the most ridiculous things that I've never like. I don't know why I've never played it, but it sounds like it's right up my alley. I go around, I kill things to collect loot. It sounds amazing. And a couple of my coworkers are getting it, so apparently we may try to play together, but I doubt if that's ever going to happen.
It is always difficult to arrange those things, though. Even like me gaming with you would be near impossible because of the time differences.
You have like a 12-hour difference. I mean, someone's gonna be up in the middle of the night. So it's like one of those things. It's like, oh, okay. But you know, Monster Hunters, because you know, I told myself at the beginning of the year, Manny, I wasn't gonna buy any more video games.
Yeah,
that didn't work out too well. So yesterday, while we were recording the show, I bought 2 digital video games. In my bag,
this guy can't stop.
In my bag, I still got 2 games that I bought maybe 2 weeks ago that's still wrapped in plastic.
Eric, you don't even have time to play the games you buy.
I know. So I bought Super Mario 3D World because you know you got to have a Mario. I bought XCOM, and then also I bought the I don't know where it's at. Oh, I bought the Super Mario 3D All-Stars because it has like Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and Mario Sunshine for the simple reason they claim that they're going to stop selling it on March 31st. Manny, I have a problem. We know. Like, I probably could have a sub YouTube channel with just my collection problem because that's what I do. I collect things.
This actually hasn't been a bad match as well.
No, it's actually been a really, really good match. People might think that it hasn't because we're talking about everything else, but that's the whole point of watching wrestling. Everybody's fairly competent in this match. Even Sasha with her new hairdo right there. I mean, that's a nice little two-tone dilly right there. They work really well together as a team. I just hate that this is the premise. Oh, that's new.
Oh,
that's new.
450.
God damn it, Reggie. Can I still say, Michael, if you're still watching, one of the best things is when Bianca whipped Reggie with her braid because she was tired of his bullshit. Is this the customary I'm going to hit? Oh. She don't have it all because the arm is not trapped. But Manny, you're eyeing, but that makes sense. I don't care how much of a running charge Bianca has. That's not gonna stop that much of a woman coming towards you. Just not. You know, the funny thing is that, you know, Thunder Rosa, I regret she didn't go to WWE, but at the same time, if she did, she would never had that match that she had with Britt Baker.
Oh, here comes dissension, Eric.
Oh, this is once again in front of Marcus' apartment building. Oh.
Walk out on her. You better walk out on her.
So, Manny, I don't know if you know about ethnic black girls in situations right there. At that point, that might have been the most accurate depiction of what happened instead of her whooping her ass, because Bianca took everything inside of her power not to whoop her ass. This match has made it to another level that I'm excited for. I still would prefer to have Bayley versus Sasha, but damn it, this is close.
I don't know, man. I felt that I felt they rushed Bayley versus Sasha.
They did.
Because I felt they could have kept Sasha off TV for a while.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I want to point out Reggie didn't even really do much in this match.
I don't think he had to.
No.
Look at that elusiveness. Man moves like a cat.
I would say that overall this was a solid match, but I think the ending was kind of rushed. But luckily, once again, Vince is in the back like, shit, they should have won.
But this also makes me mad now. There's no need to have NXT tag team titles.
No.
For women. Bianca, drop her.
Oh!
Drop her.
She just booped her. Oh!
Oh! She hit her so hard her eyelashes came off.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Betty, at that point, that shut me up. Bianca, how did Bianca let that happen? Because Sasha asked to be, because I ain't gonna lie, Manny, this might be the toughest Sasha has ever walked away looking from a match. She looked like she got the upper hand. Remember, if she's not talking, you don't hate her.
Thing is, I like when I hate Sasha Banks because that's the NXT Sasha Banks.
That is also true. When Sasha was ratchet.
Yeah, when Sasha was doing her job properly as a heel, was NXT. You hated her, but you appreciated what she was doing in the ring.
It's kind of like the whole Randy Orton situation, that equation where Randy is so good at what he does that you understood why they always tried to make him a good guy, but he's so much better when he's evil.
Yeah.
And I'm still mad that they don't make the zip-up jacket of Randy Orton in the larger size in 2X.
I thought they did.
No. I've looked multiple times, but maybe I just looked at the wrong time. I should get Marcus those "Oh yeah, Macho Man" shorts. I don't know why, but I feel like he would.
They do look fire.
I feel like he would appreciate those.
I would appreciate those as well.
Let me tell you, I feel like those could also be very used in multiple sexual harassment scenes too. Like, oh yeah. Like if you see Otis walking around with those shorts on, that's just trouble.
Oh yeah.
I would think that Big E and Apollo would be next, right? Or Nakamura and Seth.
I think Nakamura and Seth, because you've got too much drama coming on after that.
You know what? But like I said, 2 matches have happened so far. Both matches have been very good, and I think that the post match antics makes you really want to tune into Friday Night SmackDown to see where they're going to go from this.
Oh, she needs to be. Oh, Shane's pretending to be injured.
Manny, if there's not better news for me than not having a Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon match.
Well, Eric, he's lying. He's clearly lying.
Yes, but Manny, it's not going to get on the show.
The Stupid Express, come on.
I would buy that shirt in a second.
I can't take Riker's pantomime.
Elias was so magic. Damn, COVID killed his push, man.
He's always been stop-start, though. I wouldn't even blame COVID.
That's true. That mistake when they tried to make him a good guy.
There was that, but then it was that he got injured, and then he was part of the Sheamus Jeff Hardy thing.
Oh, yes.
Where he was off TV after that for a very long time.
I knew it. I knew this would be the next match. Because although Big E has the title, Seth is still bigger than Big E. Are we getting a recap, or are we just this is a recap?
Recap.
Like my whole thing is, if he's gonna do the accent, we can't give packages where he talked regular.
Why did they put subtitles?
Because you need to make sure to show that how Big E was an asshole in this situation. He was.
How's that any different to what MVP was telling him for months before he went to SmackDown?
You know, SmackDown opened up his eyes, man. Oh shit, we got the globe.
Oh shit.
Man, he might win tonight.
He's winning tonight.
I think he is, but I think it's a better move for WrestleMania, because I think it's always better when the faces are chasing the heels in the matches. You know, once again, another benefit of no fans and audience, you can do that shot right there and not worry about nobody see the stairs not hitting Big E.
I don't even want the fans ever to come back.
I know, Manny, I know you're anti-fans. I'm also anti-fans because I've gotten so used to just watching wrestlers' reactions and stuff like that I'm going to be tired when they cut to the fans and say, "Oh my God, I don't want that." Just like,
because I know they tried it a few in the early stages of the Thunderdome where they would zoom in on like some of the screens for people's reaction. I was like, no, don't do that.
No, because I mean, like, just imagine when Sasha slapped Bianca. Instead of seeing Bianca's reaction of being slapped, we would have been forced to see somebody in the audience like, "Oh my God," like, or how I was with my mouth wide open, like, "Oh, that just happened." I don't think anybody cares about what my reaction is. I'm Team Apollo in this situation. I really am. And you're right, Manny. I asked for a more serious Big E. They gave me a more serious Big E, and I regret asking for that. I realized that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
It was a big mistake. Like, it wasn't good when he was with Dolph Ziggler and AJ.
No.
What made the people think it was going to be a good thing now?
What's that red thing going across his?
Isn't it?
The spear's back. Oh, shit. The spear now. What is the thing at the bottom of the spear?
A stand?
I don't know. He go hit somebody with that spear tonight.
Oh, he looks menacing with that camera angle, though.
Oh, yeah. This is dope. This is one of those dope camera angles. Like, this is like walking out to the video. This dude look like a bad man right now. I swear, Manny, the turning point for Apollo Crews was when he had that meeting with Roman Reigns. Like, it gave him more credibility than he ever needed to have.
That bottom bit looks like it hurt more than the top bit.
It does. You know, if they sold them, Manny, I would buy it.
Eric, they do sell them.
No.
In Africa.
No, the Nigeria royalty scarf, I would buy that. You know, I knew things was bad when he got his new music.
I don't even like Wale. Do you?
I like old Wale. But, like, Wale, how can I say, he became a little bit more whiny because he feels like he's not getting his just due. Man, he just too happy coming out to the ring. You in there fighting a killer right now. Your hairline's the only thing that you losing.
But you know what? I respect him for keeping that because he doesn't have the right head shape to be bald.
He might not.
So look at Apollo. He looked like he's got a head shape.
He got a good bald head. Manny,
Even that female ref looked like she could have a good bald head.
She got a good bald head. That's Bully Ray student. I mean, Manny, if we lived in the same place and you let me walk around with my hair like that, I don't know if we could be friends. I think you would have to say, you know what, Eric? Well, this is a beat down on site. So, Manny, if I visit UK to go hang out with you, where would you take me to go get some food at if everything was open?
I'd probably hit a lot of barbecue spots because that's what I eat.
Is barbecue good in the UK?
Yeah, but it's mostly American influenced anyway, so it's made the exact same way, almost the exact same way. It's just not. I've never been to New Orleans, but I don't think it's anything close to that.
Oh well, New Orleans is still one of the best places I've ever eaten at. Like you go to a hole in the wall, and it's still delicious. But like the interesting thing about here is like barbecue is taking a new, especially in California, because like California, Southern California is like a melting pot for all different types of cuisines. So now when you see barbecue is more Korean barbecue now, because that's what's in.
Yeah.
So I don't really get like that good down south barbecue.
So we went out today, like just for a walk, because that's all we're allowed to do right now. But there was this food market kind of open where they had a lot of like street food. And we hit up this Argentinian steak sandwich store, and it was really nice. I don't do peppers, so like I obviously removed those. But the chimichurri on it, and then the chimichurri on it, and then the salad on it, and the cheese. They used some different cheese I've never had before.
Okay,
really nice. Like for like the hours after I'd eaten it, do you know when you burp and you can still taste that food? I'm just like,
Was it like a really thick cheese?
Yeah.
I wonder, was it an Oaxaca cheese? Because I know that's like
Is that light? Is it a light cheese?
It's a white cheese. It almost kind of looks like mozzarella,
but it's thick.
But it's thicker.
Yeah. It was that. It's probably that then.
It might have been an Oaxaca cheese, but have you been to an Argentine steakhouse?
No.
I thought it was, well, at least the one I went to was kind of overrated. I don't know if I really need my meat to be hanging from, metal hooks or something like that. I just like my steak to be on the plate.
So there's this place in the UK called Radizio Rico.
Okay.
Brazilian. But it's like a reverse buffet. So you don't get up to get this meat.
They walk around with the meat on the stick, right?
So they bring you all kinds of stuff, and then you've got this card. So like green to keep going, and then red to stop.
So Manny, you know what that is? That is Argentinian steakhouses. That's how they all work. And for me, I didn't like it because I didn't feel like they were cooking the meat right away. And after a while, I was like, man, why does the sausage man keep coming by? I don't want the sausage. I want the meat.
Yeah. But like things like that, I'm not a big fan of anyway, because you're not in control kind of how you want it cooked.
Okay. Yeah, that is also true. Like, because I'm a medium rare kind of guy. And
I feel like anything above medium rare, you should not be eating that.
Well, no. So, I have rules. Like, if I'm going to a spot where I question the quality of the beef that they have, it will be medium. It will be medium. It's like, I'm not going medium well. But I remember one time someone brought me a well-done steak, and I was like, man, this is the most racist, judgmental thing ever. They thought because I was black that I was ordering a well-done steak.
No, there's no taste to it.
No. I've messed a couple of people up, like when I've eaten sushi or if I've eaten like, my reading, whatever, like, oh, really? Okay. And I'm like, yeah, I like the taste of blood, or aka what I call the juice.
And that's not Juventud Guerrero for the people listening.
Because you in a good steakhouse when you don't get no sides with it. What sides come with this? Oh, you don't get no sides. What? Oh, shit. What cut of steak do you like, Manny?
If I'm making it myself, sirloin.
No, let's go. No, you're not making yourself. You're going to a restaurant and you're ordering it. Oh, nice frog splash.
Probably a fillet.
Oh, you like the filet? I hate the filet. I feel like it has no flavor. It's tender.
It's tender. Depends how it's also cooked and seasoned, though, sometimes.
Like, the only time I like a filet is if it's attached to the sirloin in the porterhouse.
Yeah, I don't. My thing is, if I'm cooking it though, sirloin is always the thing I cook because it's easier to cook for me.
Yeah, I've been more like New York strip sirloin because it's easier. Because I used to be a big ribeye fan, but the way that I like my steak cooked, not many people know how to render the fat out of the steak and still keep it at a medium or medium rare. And nobody wants to cheer. Yes, everybody, when you watch along with Eric, we talk about food. That's what we do.
Yeah, but it's difficult not to talk about other things.
I'm trying to be entertaining here. What is your sides with your steak?
Chips normally.
Fries, okay. No. What?
What? She gave it to Big E. That look. Oh, is it a draw?
Nah, because I knew they were gonna get us away into WrestleMania. You got too much build up.
So basically, what they've done is get all the black feuds out of the way.
Pretty much. Well, I still count Roman as black. Oh, he got the angle slam now?
That's a Nigerian slam, Eric.
Oh, you might be right. You might be right.
What's it say on his on his armband? Niger.
Yeah. I'm assuming that means something in Nigerian.
I'm assuming that's what Nigerian people are called.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or if he's called, or if he's referred. Oh, what's with the slaps today?
Man, they slapping the shit out of motherfuckers today. Manny, I tell you, I think the worst slap is that little close slap. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah,
that right there.
Oh my god! Big E, retaliate! What are you doing? You know, this is what I wanted Wesley Snipes to be in Coming to America too.
You know, you wanted him to be a better badass, but they made him a fool. and I'm okay with that. Like, honestly, if that movie had a premise instead of relying on the original movie, I think it would have been a better movie.
It was basically just the original movie.
Yeah, it was like, let me play homage to the original movie.
It's a good thing I didn't pay for that. Like, it was a good thing that came through Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Was Tom and Jerry a thing in the UK?
Yeah, I remember watching it a lot.
Are you going to watch the movie? Because it is on HBO Max. Oh, wait, you told us you don't have HBO Max. Never mind.
Yeah. Although I'm firmly standing with Jerry was a dick.
That's the mouse, right?
Yeah, Jerry was a complete dick.
No, it's just like the Road Runner. He was a bitch too. I understand that Cody wanted to kill him, but still, it's the point that you kept teasing him with your ample meat.
And then Jerry was also a snitch.
He was always snitching and stuff.
On that dog, when he would go to that when they would go to that dog.
Gulak being used as, you know,
who the hell is this guy?
Old Spice commercial. So, man, just imagine somebody at your school said, you know what? We're gonna have a WWE superstar visit you, and then it's Drew Gulak that shows up. Are you upset or happy about that?
I'm a little bit happy because I respect Drew Gulak.
What about Tozawa showed up?
No, I don't respect Tozawa.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be happy if R-Truth showed up.
R-Truth is something else, man. He is constantly entertaining. Constantly.
He needs to be protected at all costs.
Tell me a time where he hasn't been entertaining. That time he smoked a cigarette live on TV and still entertaining.
Yeah, you damn right.
I know who that guy is.
He looks like an old wrestler.
No, that's Bugenhaus from NXT.
Okay.
He was on TV a few times. He was the one that's too excited when he was in the attendant at the performance center.
The what? The what? What is the Knife Panther? And you know, at the end of the day, those are the things that I enjoy about wrestling. It's stupid. People might hate it, but that's funny to me. I mean, like, I don't take my wrestling seriously.
No, I've stopped taking it seriously. But you're not going to enjoy it if you take it too seriously.
I don't need it to be serious, but I just need it to be I need it to be plausible, like this could actually happen. Why is Adam Pearce watching him warm up? Oh no.
Diddling.
Nice.
I would love if I was synonymous with just sound, because that is a line. Braun.
So Mustafa Ali has posted a picture on his Instagram, him staring up at the American flag, and the caption reads, "A new purpose, a new America."
Oh,
this should be very interesting. But I think the end of retribution for all parties involved might be the best thing that could ever happen.
Well, some of them need to go back to NXT.
So, you know, Manny, if I wasn't watching this live stream with you, this would be a point where I would go make a sandwich, go to the bathroom, do anything else. I don't care about this match right here.
Well, this is going to be over within 2 minutes.
Wow. So I don't know how accurate this is, Manny, but let me give you some updates on American sports teams. Chicago Cubs prospect Jesus Camargo, maybe Jesus Camargo, was arrested after police found 21 pounds of meth in his team equipment bag.
21 pounds of meth.
Of meth.
That is a lot of meth.
That is a lot of meth.
The news stories like that, they normally give you the street value of 21 pounds of meth. Have they done that?
No. I just let you know that's a lot of money. Shit, 21 pounds. And I hope he says it was for personal use. One drug I would never experiment with is meth.
Well, that fucks up your teeth and everything.
It fucks up everything. I mean, like, watching this match right now is like doing math. Like, why is he going the glove route? You know, technically, based on everything that I know about Jackson Rocker, he should be hanging out with Braun.
I tell you what, though, Braun does look like he's in WrestleMania shape.
Oh, he does look like he's in impeccable shape. He's in that Big Show shape. I mean, that was probably one of the things that Vince told Big Show when he says, "I want to have another match." We have Braun already. We don't need you anymore, Big Show.
No, do you remember that picture AEW put up of the Big Show joining AEW?
Yeah.
That was a picture of Braun Strowman, because when I saw Big Show, he was not that slim.
Have you watched any of that show or that they have with the Big Show on there, or no?
No, it's too much wrestling already. Like, how much more wrestling can we really realistically consume? without it taking over everything else you watch?
So for me, if I had the ability just to pick and choose what wrestling I would watch, if I only had to pick one, it would probably be SmackDown.
So, like, I think that show's 2 hours long, isn't it?
Yes.
So, no, not SmackDown. The AEW show that happens on Monday.
Oh, I just remember the one time I was going to try to watch AEW Dark, and then I looked at the time on there. I was like, 3 hours. 3 hours. I ain't watching people who don't even have a contract with the company for 3 hours.
Yeah, so the Monday show, I think, goes on before and finishes before Raw. So could you imagine? That's like...
Manny, hold on. I'm going to take a call from Shantae. Shantae? Hold on.
Manny.
Shantae, you're live on the live stream. How can I help you? Say hello to Manny.
Hi, Shantae.
Hello, Manny. How are you?
Good, thank you. I feel this is weird because you might have something personal to tell Eric.
I know. I'm glad he said what he said.
Oh, you have something personal to tell me?
No, just I might have said something.
Oh, okay.
That would have been on live.
Well, hey, that would.
No, I'm just telling you, I was on my way back.
That would have got our ratings up, though. I mean, no one's watching us right now. Watching Braun Strowman and Elias go against each other.
To be fair, that is a very boring match.
You want to do me a big favor?
Sure.
Can you give me some In-N-Out on the way home?
What do you want?
A double single with fries and probably a strawberry shake. Yeah, I'm being fat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
All right. Love you.
Bye. Bye. Love you too. Bye, Manny.
Bye.
Man, her hair went a lot quicker than I thought it would.
Well, I think they're trying to rush people now, aren't they? They're not taking their time.
Well, because I'm not really sure what the main event is, but I'm also happy that with WWE and their pay-per-views, it don't go all the way to 7:30 anymore. So now, like, it can actually stop at 6:30, and they'll say, "Oh, that's it."
Well, this is the only reason I was like happy to do the live stream, even though I'm working tomorrow morning.
Oh,
was
man,
because of the time, because daylight savings in the UK hasn't happened. I started watching this at 11 p.m.
Oh, really?
So it'll be done minimum before 2, which is normally the time I fall asleep.
Okay. Well, I mean, it all works out.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't want this match at all.
No one's going to remember this either.
No. But it's not like we wanted Shane versus him either.
No, because that's happening at WrestleMania.
Well, I guess we always have to have a bathroom break for something, right?
Yeah.
If you want to talk about a match that really killed the momentum of a show, this is it. But I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there in the world who really enjoyed this match. That's because everyone enjoys different things about wrestling. And then
I'm telling you that there's a kid out there that's enjoyed this match.
And I mean, once we can all accept that there's different people who like different things in wrestling, then we could be a more happy wrestling community. We don't all have to like the same thing.
There's a child out there that loves Braun Strowman and just enjoyed this match.
His name was Marcus. Marcus was a big fan of Braun Strowman at one point. I don't know if he is now. Like right there, that looks like Triple H. I'm sorry. They need to take a new picture.
They can't because he actually looks like that.
Are you happy that they didn't go through with the alleged rumor that was going to be Triple H against AJ, and instead they have AJ going against the New Day?
Yeah, I think Triple H versus AJ serves no purpose.
This might be one of the first Broken Skull things I watch.
You've never watched any of them?
No.
I've watched most of them. The only one I haven't watched yet is the most recent one with
Sasha.
Sasha.
Yo, and that was the first one I tried to attempt. And then I just couldn't take that accent.
Who's Sasha Banks?
Yes, I couldn't take it. It bothered me so much.
Is it because of me, or is it because you generally you can't take the accent anymore?
No, it's just because she's not authentic. It reminds me too much of those type of girls in school that that really thought they were all that, and like
that's the vibe I get from it.
And it's like, and I think that if she's doing it intentionally to get heat, it's doing a great job because I hate it. Because I don't think she sounds like that regularly. I just
but even when she's on up, down, down, she doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, so it's like this is the gimmick that she's doing.
Because like Bailey came off sincere in her one.
Yeah, I also want to watch Bailey, but it's like you said, Manny, it's just too much time, and like I still want to find time to watch the Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut, but that's 4 hours. You said that's a lot of time.
It's 4 hours.
And let me also point out that I ain't shit. So I knew I had this to do with you today. And when I went to bed yesterday, I was like, yeah, I could play some video games. I could do this. You know what I did? I stayed in the bed and watched YouTube. And then I almost convinced myself not to take a shower for this. But I took a shower. I became super lazy for no good reason. Joe looks like he's losing weight. Or that could just be a good suit.
It looks like a good suit.
He also
looked pissed.
Well, I read someplace that the reason why he doesn't wrestle is because of his concussions problems.
Well, I also feel like he generally doesn't want to anymore.
You don't think he has that love that Bryan did?
Well, there's always that competitor in him, but like I feel like he's got a good gig right now.
Well, that they should never do that move again.
Yeah, it was very dangerous. Do you know what? You are nothing without me. The only one that really applies to is Mace.
Well, but Manny, Mace and Dijakovic can make a very impressive tag team.
No. Let's leave Dijakovic on his own.
You wouldn't even give him Slapjack?
No. What do you need to Dijakovic on his own, being that impressive big man?
Hold on, he's on his stallion.
How dare he talk about nose boosters to a Japanese man?
Manny. That's the match I want at WrestleMania.
Really?
I think Nakamura and Riddle could be a really good match.
You'd get good sleep. I get you seeing it as a sleeper match.
Nakamura done walked away. He's so good at being annoying. Nakamura looking in impeccable shape.
He's got that NXT look again.
I wouldn't mind seeing him go back to NXT. Him versus Finn would be like anybody but Karrion Kross.
So I was talking to Clint Dye in the
Who's a big fan of Karrion. He was the guy that was a big fan of Karrion Kross, right?
Yeah, I see his point of view. He's a big fan. He's probably taken a lot of photos of him, like because he does a lot of photography of wrestling. But I still don't see anything in him. Like he seems very overrated.
He's playing. I mean, like I think he didn't live up to his entrance that he had. Like I said, he hasn't had a memorable match. And like the thing about it, like the match that really bothered me the most was the match he had with Damian Priest, because Damian Priest can go when he has an opponent.
Yeah.
And when I saw that match, I was like, this has to be Cross's problem.
Well, so I said to Clint, he's very close and dangerously close to becoming the modern day Mark Merrow.
Oh,
with
wow.
with Scarlett being the biggest star out of the two of them.
You know, I think the biggest issue that I have with him is that his character is too close to Aleister Black's character. Like, they are both very similar. And then at the end of the day, I think I can make more money with Aleister Black than I can with Cross. Actually, I take that back because I think Scarlett is a factor that you have to put into the equation.
Yeah, Scarlett will be the bigger. Scarlett's going to be the biggest star, and she's the only memorable thing about his character.
Yeah, because maybe it was just me, but like she put it on a lot thicker this week. Like her outfit was a lot more revealing than it normally was. Like they made sure that we saw Scarlett on this interaction. And I was like, oh, and she's normally in the background.
Yeah, so she's the biggest star.
Because no one knows why she's gyrating half the time that she's gyrating.
Like you can have a cool entrance.
Great cape.
You can have a cool entrance, but like if you can't go in the ring, and he seems very green in the ring.
Yeah. And you know, I think maybe it was my own fault that I brought into the hype that Clint did into the mid-card mess, because he was really big on Killer Cross.
I don't see it. I still don't see it.
But maybe, you know, Randy even had made some. He's like, hey, when you're tired of playing with the little kids, you can come up to the main roster. Maybe he does need the main roster more than anything, where NXT is more known for what you do inside the ring, and Raw is more known for like the theatrics that you put on the outside.
Yeah, I guess. And I honestly think they're going to put the title back on him, and I think that's a bad move.
Well, it depends on what they do with Finn. If it gets me Finn versus Walter, I'm okay with that.
No, I'd rather them to champion versus champion match. I feel like that's a better match.
But you know, like the thing about it though is that I always felt that Finn being moved down to NXT was a way to try to boost the ratings against AEW. But clearly, they're moving to Tuesday. I think that's official, right?
I don't think WWE have come out and said it.
Okay.
I thought that was what. Do you know when Regal said he had 2 announcements to make? Yeah. I thought that was one of the things he was going to have, but they didn't make any reference to it yet.
No, it's just 2 nights of TakeOver.
Yeah.
Which is like as a wrestling fan, like if I didn't have so much every other week, I feel like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing ever.
But I think what they've said was, I read a report that they said it was still looming on the negotiations between the NHL and maybe baseball.
Oh, well, NHL negotiations have already concluded. They're going to ESPN.
So that means NXT could probably still stay around on USA for a little bit longer.
Oh,
on Wednesdays.
You know what? No, because it might go to the NBC channel because they need something to fill the NHL with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they're all waiting for what goes on.
NHL. Only doing the playoffs.
I don't even watch it.
Well, you've never been to a live hockey game, have you?
No.
Once you go to a live hockey game, you'll be like, man, this does not translate well to TV. And that's the worst part about it.
That's also why I can't get into basketball as much. Like I can watch, I can see the scores and stuff and be happy about it. But I can't actively sit and watch it because like each basket does not mean anything at times.
That is also true. That like, you know, as long as the game stayed close into the fourth quarter, that's the only quarter that's important.
Yeah.
Like you don't really have any sense of like when you see a team break out to a 20-point lead, like in basketball, a 20-point lead can be erased in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the playoffs so much better because then at that point, everybody is playing. Like the tournament, Like the NCAA tournament is really breaking a lot of people's brackets because there's been a lot of upsets. But as I told somebody at work, like at the end of the day, when it comes to sports only has one purpose, and that purpose is gambling. Like that's the only thing that really makes you watch sports at the end of the day. Like I know Man U is your favorite soccer team and you watch them, but isn't the point sometimes when you're watching, you're like, why am I wasting my 2 hours out of my day to watch this match?
Then today I felt like that. They lost the FA Cup's quarterfinal match to Leicester City
because they lost.
I was fucking furious, Eric.
But you see, Manny, the thing about it though, like I think COVID has brought out a lot of things like sports. It's such a communal thing where like going to the pub and watching this with a bunch of other rabid fans and you're just getting drunk and either you guys are going to celebrate the victory or you're going to relish in the misery of the defeat, stuff like that. When you're at home watching sports, you're like, I could do something else.
Yeah, that's the thing. I find it difficult to watch anything at home. Like doing this, I'm a little bit. This is kind of a conversation I would probably have when I'm watching sports anyway.
Exactly, because it's background noise. That's what it is. Yeah. And that's why, like, when, you know, Marcus gets on me for like, oh, why don't you watch the wrestling? Man, when I'm watching it by myself, it's boring. It's like,
it really is.
It's like, and I understand that. Although, you know, we do his podcast, I'm probably one of the more casual persons out there. Like, I appreciate a good in-ring match, but I'm not going to jump out to go see it right away. Like I like the storytelling and stuff. Like for me, seeing Matt Riddle and Nakamura talking to back about tricking out scooters and then Nakamura walking away, like that kind of stuff entertains me.
The thing for me is not having to take notes for this.
Yes. Well, you know, I just stopped taking notes.
My note taking is more extensive than yours.
It is because you guys really do a breakdown. My rule of thumb as I've been doing the show, like if I can remember it offhand, that means that it was good enough for me to talk about. And right now, the way Seth and Nakamura are fighting right now, like, you know, by watching so much wrestling, this is going to be a long match because they're pacing themselves.
Yep.
Oh, is it today Slapfest?
Oh, that was a nice transition into the armbar.
That was. What do you think Becky comes back?
I don't think she's coming back for a while. I don't like this referee, by the way.
Let me see which one this one is.
It's the pretty one.
I know what you mean.
It's the one that takes too much care about himself.
It looks like he puts a lot of time to put guy liner on his eyes.
Yep.
But I also think that's just his ethnicity that makes it look like that. My friend who doesn't cook, who doesn't eat vegetables. I still can't believe a grown man doesn't eat vegetables, but whatever. I guess
any vegetables.
Huh? Any vegetables. Yes, man. It's sad. He showed me some pictures of, I guess, some ribs that he has on the grill, but he's like, I'm flipping them because he says he can't cook. But he says, next time I'm going to wrap them with some butter. And I was like, well, you got to wrap them with some brown sugar and butter when you do it with the wrap ribs. I'm not a big rib person. Are you a rib person?
I don't mind them.
So this may sound crazy, but you may understand. I don't like eating things with my hands.
Oh no, ribs I like. I like the messiness of them.
Oh, the messiness drives me crazy.
I like the messiness of it.
Like, so you like your ribs sticky?
Thing is, for me, if you cover anything in barbecue sauce, I'm probably gonna eat it.
Okay. I understand that. So
not even covered, smothered. Smothered in barbecue sauce.
So you are the type of person that would not appreciate a dry rub rib that has no sauce compared to you like your rib being covered in sauce.
Depends though. If it's dry rub and then it still comes off the bone with ease, I wouldn't have any. I don't think I'd have any remotely problem with it.
So you like a very super tender rib.
Yeah,
like mine's. I like a little tug. I have to give it a little pull to get the meat off.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but I feel like, especially with bone stuff, I feel like it's easier when it just falls off the bone.
That just drives me crazy because I'd be like, man, you done overcooked this. But like I think my favorite thing to make on the grill is tri-tip.
What's that?
Tri-tip is it's a special cut. Pretty much imagine a steak, but that could take the smoky flavor of being barbecue. So it's like a best of both worlds.
Oh, he fell off that apron.
He did.
Hard. How about a dive?
They don't do it for me like Marcus. He was so upset that they didn't dive in that match with that helico.
Because I brought it up the moment on our show on Thursday. I'm like, you didn't get that dive, he was grounded.
and like I said, the main reason why I like AEW because they featured a lot of people that they normally put on AEW Dark. I appreciated that. I mean, I just hope that they can follow up the momentum of me liking the show. Like you said, one of the big concerns is that now that they gotten the critical acclaim from like the IWC, are they going to try to have more of these hardcore matches? Because they know that's the one thing that WWE is not going to cross that line with, at least for their regular show.
I think they will. I honestly think they will. But I feel like I don't mind it if it's justified. Wow. That was a nice enziguri. Other than the Braun match, every match has been stellar so far.
Yeah. But to think about that match though, Manny, like all these I love that spot. I don't like it when it's overdone, but I like that spot.
You know, Morrison, when he came back in the company, claimed that Nakamura stole that from him.
Really? Know who I would like to see do that spot? And you may think I'm crazy. I don't think he can do it, but I think if Baron Corbin can incorporate that spot with his run back into the ring, I'll be really impressed.
He's too big of a guy to pull that off. I think Corbin is too big to slide through someone's leg to do that.
Can I say? And this may sound counterintuitive. If I gave Scarlett to Baron Corbin, I think Baron Corbin would be better than Karrion Kross.
You're not. I wouldn't say you're I wouldn't say you're wrong. It'd be weird.
It'll be weird. But I've been saying that like
Corbs is missing something though.
Yeah, and the Wolves was not the answer. Him being the king is not the answer. Like, they need to go back and find something for him like they did for Apollo. Maybe he could be a South African warlord.
I just go back to what we said yesterday. What is your experience with warlords?
Ready? Oh! I knew this match was going to be something special. Manny, I can't discuss my experience with warlords, man. I'm just saying. I've known a few in my life, and quite frankly, Wesley Snipes set them back a lot from Coming to America Part 2.
I was going to say, are you bound by a fatwa preventing you from talking about warlords?
I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Oh,
that was nice. I've only seen that on wrestling games.
Yes. Let me honestly say, and yes, once again, everybody, if you're watching this, I am fanboying. One thing I really do appreciate about WWE is the camera work, and I'm not forced to see the referee so much. Like, I feel like I see the referee so much on AEW that it drives me crazy.
Well, you're not meant to notice the referee in the match.
No, they're supposed to be the invisible third man. Damn. That was a good match for Nakamura.
That might be the show stealer.
Yeah, and then people gonna be like, Nakamura was buried. And I'm like, the question is, was he really supposed to beat Seth? Was he really supposed to beat Seth?
How could you be buried when you're facing Seth Rollins?
I've never quite understood the bury comment. It's one of those things I don't get. Like, if you start losing to wrestlers that, like, if let's say if Nakamura lost to Jackson Ryder, now that's being buried because they're not on the same level.
It was when I got pissed when Nakamura took that pin to Otis.
I can that is proper to be upset about. Although Otis is considered a cash cow in WWE with crowds.
Yeah, but there is no crowd, so I don't know why you're pandering to them. So Michael Abson says Snipes was hilarious in Coming to America.
I'm appreciative that he's going into both screen names to boost our numbers, man. I appreciate that. No, he was hilarious, but once again, he was not the prototypical warlord. Like, most warlords, I don't have any. They would not give warning when they're going to assassinate the king. They're just not. They would have just did it.
It is when you do a dance number.
Like, I think for me, when it came to Coming to America Part 2, with the exception of the new Prince, I thought all the new characters I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Wesley Snipes' character. I enjoyed Leslie's character. I even like Tracy Morgan's character. I thought they all brought something different. I just didn't like the Prince. I thought he sucked.
Do you know who they didn't pay enough attention to?
The girls?
No, Michael Blackson's character.
Oh, Michael Blackson's character was hilarious. And, like, he started too early. Oh, Rhea's coming tomorrow. He actually hit that his scene hit so early in the movie that it really set the standard for what you thought this movie was going to be.
Yeah, if they carried him on, I thought that movie would have been completely different.
Like, as I told everybody, my biggest issue with that entire movie was the fact that Eddie Murphy was going to give up his entire kingdom without a paternity test to this guy who might be his bastard son. Like, that's it.
Well, Michael Blackson's character would have been a good underling to Wesley Snipes, like a good underboss before you got to Wesley Snipes.
He would have been a good general. Now, so this match right here, Manny, and I think this is the problem that this Drew McIntyre Sheamus match has going for it. Can they do anything that will surpass the last two matches that they had? I mean, they're giving me this package.
I think they will. How gangly does he look? Old Drew looked gangly.
Like, old Drew, I didn't understand why Vince saw anything in old Drew. I remember when New Drew showed up, and was it Ring of Honor or New Japan? Where did New Drew show up at?
When it Evolve.
Huh. I agree with Michael. That's what I also thought. I thought it was going to be Simi's kid also. Like, that he got a little bit too friendly with all the people that the Prince slept with.
Is Sheamus the guy that became the guy but wasn't necessarily meant to be the guy, like Edge?
Yes. I would say Sheamus is one of those success stories that he wasn't supposed to be successful, but he was.
And if he wasn't a Triple H guy, I don't think he's nearly as successful.
And I would actually say that when Sheamus went out with his injury, you didn't realize how much you missed Sheamus until he came back and saw what he brought to the table. And I would say I think I like Sheamus more than I do Edge.
You know, Michael, if you're watching, you can come. If you want to join us, you can. We'll just get rid of the graphics and go to a 3-person list setup.
It's always fun. They're probably tired of hearing us talk anyway.
Although I don't know Michael's contact, so you would have to send him the link.
Oh, you just go to Facebook. You go to Facebook. Oh, that's also true. I could do that too, huh? Look at that. Look at me being multitask. Let us know, Michael, if you want to join us. I can send you the link. Like the way that they're oh yeah, Drew. So much. Oh wow. Oh Sheamus. I've been watching wrestling too goddamn low. Was that young Regal in that picture, Manny?
I didn't see it.
Oh. I'm disappointed because I feel like this would have been a good way to have a WrestleMania main event. 2 friends being betrayed and stuff like that.
You know, I feel bad. Wade should be part of this.
Wade should be a part of this. Wade was one of the unsung heroes of him and his bad news.
Well, another person that came up with these guys in the UK scene was Paul Burchill.
Paul Burchill. Man, you bringing up old good times, man. He became a pirate.
He did, what did they call it before? They called it the C4. So he basically did the Spanish fly from a standing position.
But see, I could say, I think this is where Vince's stubbornness got in his way, because I don't think that at that time Vince was willing to accept non-American. Oh, he's dressed. Oh, he's channeling his Braveheart tonight. Huh.
Do you know they shouldn't have done that?
The war paint?
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
Huh. Interesting. I don't think Vince was willing to accept foreign champions. I mean, you remember how much of a big deal it was for you guys when Davey Boy Smith won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania that year. Like, I don't think he was willing at SummerSlam. I don't think he was willing to give like Englishmen the titles and stuff like that, or Europeans the championship. And I think he missed out on a lot of opportunities because of that. But at the same time, I think Drew being fired might have been the best thing for him.
I appreciate that, gentlemen. Maybe for Mania at the moment, I need to delay your video by a minute to match my pay-per-view feed.
That makes sense.
You hit up Lincoln.
You think so? Oh, I think you're right. I don't think I like the paint. I don't think the paint is necessary.
It's not necessary.
It's a blood feud. Now, if Sheamus come out dressed in Irish colors, I'm gonna die laughing.
Sheamus is gonna come out like he always does.
I am disappointed that we never got that Irish faction. Him, Finn, I think Kaylee Ray.
Kaylee Ray's Scottish.
Oh, so she would be in a faction with wait. Ospreay versus Shingo was fire. Please check it out if you have a chance. I might do it, El Luchador, but knowing me, I probably want to let someone emails it directly to me.
Well, Marcus has got the
I have Marcus's login, but Manny, as I told you how I spent my morning prepping for this show, what makes you think I'm gonna go and click some other links? I'm just saying. Is that Paul White in that Hot Rod shirt?
Paul White.
Yeah, it looked like one of the dudes in one of the looked like Big Show. Man, if they can have a better match and make me forget the other 2 matches that they have, these are 2 professionals. But they're already operating at negative stars because of Drew McIntyre's paint.
Do you think we're getting a slap in this match?
No, I'm disappointed that it started with a punch. It should have started with a Glasgow kiss. Oh, we going with them throws.
Speaking of groups, so there was a nice thing in WWE 2K20 when you played the story mode where you had the ultimate killer faction. It was Sheamus, Pete Dunne, and I think Drew McIntyre, led by Becky Lynch.
Let me honestly say something to you, Betty. The one thing I would give those trash WWE 2K games were whoever were the writers for the background storylines of that were actually pretty good, because I remember in the earlier one, they also had the faction. It was Regal, Sheamus, and I think it was Drew McIntyre. And they became they were something. And I was like, wow, why can't we do this in real life?
They became the United Kingdom. I remember that one.
Michael, you consider Sheamus tiny? That's not tiny to me. Was he bigger than this many?
No.
But I don't know the last time that he's watched wrestling, so.
Drew dressed as a freedom smurf.
All the Smurfs, man. They all wanted to sleep with Smurfettes, so they were all pervs. Are there any stipulations for this match?
I didn't think there were. Oh, the no DQ match.
Oh. You know what? That's why Todd is the best of the game. He knew how to answer my question before I could even establish what my question was. Manny, would you take a shot with a kendo stick?
Where am I taking it?
Are you curious? Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I can take one on my back.
Are you curious just to know what it feels like?
It would fucking hurt, Eric.
I feel like it does, though. The paint is really messing me up right now.
I can't take him seriously with the paint.
Like, he deserves to lose because of that paint.
Like, where does Bobby Lashley fit into this? Like, I'm assuming he's coming out.
I'm assuming he does, right?
Because Bobby Lashley ain't got a match.
He ain't got no match. He the champion. He got to come out in one of his suits that sometimes they fire and sometimes they not. I personally didn't care for the suit this Monday with the purple vest. I'm not a vest kind of guy. Are you a vest suit kind of guy, Manny?
I don't wear vests. I appreciate them, though.
Manny, you might strike me. You might go super English with the stopwatch or the pocket watch to go with it.
No, because I don't think you got Thomas the Tank Engine over in the States. But when you're a big guy and then you start rolling the pocket watch, you become what they called the fat controller.
Okay. Okay, so I guess you don't want to be the fat controller.
No.
What about a monocle, Manny? What about a monocle?
I'm not Monopoly Man, Eric.
Come on, man. Tell me how my eyes work. I should have a monocle. Ooh.
Oh.
That reminds me when I did something bad, I'm getting oh man, Sheamus' chest look awful.
Yeah, but he's so white, so anything that happen to him looks bad.
And this is the one thing I've learned from watching a lot of my wrestling. Only friends can beat themselves up this bad. Like we're not pulling any punches.
So yeah, he looks 15 to 20 pounds lighter too. That's because if you check out his YouTube channel, he does this whole Celtic Warrior workouts.
I mean, the thing about it, I remember when he was out and he was training with WWE superstars, when him and John Cena worked out, I was like, what the hell? It was just ridiculous.
Did you watch the Big E documentary?
The 24?
Yeah.
No, that's on my to-do list. So I have a lot of stuff to watch while I'm playing Nurse Eric.
So there's a bit in it where they they're filming something at John Cena's gym, and they got loads of people that are like going to be stars in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Roman spotting Big E.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Conductor is also in Canada, Manny.
Yeah. See, not a good look.
God damn you guys. Mr. Conductor. I don't know if this is the right guy, so I'm gonna close this window out and deal with my search results in my Instagram feed when they're gonna be giving me Mr. Conductor stuff.
No, it's not Mr. Conductor. Type Fat Controller.
I just want to say I really thank everyone who's joining us for this watch along. It's always fun to have other people with us, because that to me is what makes watching wrestling fun, is when you do it as a group, as a whole. I mean, as you guys can tell, we don't even really care what the announcers say. We're having side conversations. I think Manny and I have planned how many meals so far? I mean,
this is your fault though. You're the food guy.
I'm about the food, man. I could talk food. I mean, I know it's a bad fat man stereotype, but man, we haven't even talked about chickens yet.
I only like my chicken like 2 ways.
Fried and what?
Grilled?
Grilled? Okay. You don't like rotisserie?
It's all right. I wouldn't have it all the time.
But have you had a legit rotisserie chicken that's not from the grocery store?
No. What?
Like
you
from a
mean cooked
restaurant?
at home? No.
Because like because the trick to, I believe, rotisserie chicken is that you need to serve it right after it gets off the spit, because that's when the skin is going to be its crispiest, and that's what makes it special.
I need to show you a picture of the strangest chicken I've ever eaten.
Like, so Manny, you go to a fancy restaurant. What do you order? What like, they have everything. What do you order?
What kind of fancy restaurant?
It's just a fancy. They have everything.
Probably a steak.
Is it bad that's what's in our head, that it has to be a steak? Because like, I know some restaurants, like, they specialize in fish, but I feel like I'm wasting money if I'm paying all that money for a piece of fish.
I don't do fish though.
You don't like
That's
fish.
the thing. The only thing I would probably have is like fish sticks.
Oh, Daddy, you need to get off this cod, man.
No, I'm
You
a
like
child. I honestly eat like a child.
But no, because we went to a restaurant in Vegas, and it was for someone's birthday, and Ryan was with us, right? And although he likes chicken, Manny, he likes chicken, he felt paying $35 for some chicken, which is too much.
Yeah, it is. $35.
$35 for some chicken. It was a fancy restaurant, man.
Wait, how much was everything else though?
It was pretty expensive. I can't remember exactly, but that was the first time. The second time, though, he ordered some chicken, and my God, it was the best chicken we've ever had. because everyone got something different, but it's like they took orange chicken that you get from like a Chinese restaurant, but made it fancier, and it tastes so good.
How have I deleted the one photo that I needed to show you?
Because sometimes that chicken was that weird looking, Manny, that you had to let it go.
It wasn't weird looking. It was just the way it was cooked.
Raw?
No, but they left the talons on, and I was like,
No.
I'm not a fan of seeing talons anyway.
Manny, I'm going to ask this question. Isn't that a cultural thing?
What, chicken feet?
Don't you guys like do chicken feet?
I don't do chicken feet.
Okay. But some of your people do?
Yeah.
Because I just can't do it. When I see them, I'm like, what are you doing with this?
Oh, I've deleted the photo. It's not even on my Instagram. It's a sad time. It was cooked upright.
They going around this arena, man.
I feel like Roman and Kevin Owens has already done this numerous times.
Isn't that the only match left?
No, you got Randy and...
Yeah, but that's not going to be long.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, so, we might be out of here by 6:30. Man, that's wonderful. Because a Laker game without LeBron James is on at 7.
Without LeBron James?
Oh, he hurt his ankle yesterday. He's going to be out for some time.
Oh, maybe he's going to pick up his feud with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Which I feel like both have points at each other.
You know, he came over here. He used the America game to make himself feel like he was good again. And then he went back to where he just probably... Is he mediocre again?
No, he's never mediocre.
Oh.
He's that type of guy that just seemed to have got better with age, and like he's adapted his game to his age.
So would you call him the soccer god?
No.
Who's your top 5 best soccer players?
Ronaldo.
Number 1. Which one?
The Portuguese one.
The one that the ladies like?
Yeah, the most recent one, not the Brazilian one.
Cristiano. Okay.
Yeah. Messi.
Okay.
I put Rooney up there.
Wayne, really? Okay.
Wayne did bits for Man United. And then AW, that was an explosion.
But you know what made the explosion more impressive though, Manny, is how they shot it. You just see, they shoot it like a movie. You see him fall off and you see the explosion, but you don't have to see the explosion.
Well, so Eric, what I believe happened is AEW did not plan their spot. Like WWE would have planned that spot, so they knew what was going to happen. I watched the NWA show this afternoon, a couple of decent matches and some questionable talent choices.
They got to take what they got, Michael. They got to take what they get.
Yeah, everyone, they've WWE and AEW have eaten up their talent. I feel like Ricky Stark is one of their biggest losses, and AEW are not really doing much with him.
Ricky Starks is very interesting to me because after seeing how close he was to Bayley, I don't understand why WWE couldn't use him. It just seemed really weird. But
yeah,
because they got Eli Drake, and I feel like Ricky Starks might have been a better pickup than Eli Drake.
Well, I think Eli Drake is basically Roderick Strong with a personality. So I'm not really properly sold on Eli Drake.
No, the thing about Eli Drake, he talks great. But he's okay. You know, Manny, just want to point out, yes, I asked could they do something more than what they did in the first 2 matches. I think they have. They brought in an explosion. They had their own version of a death match. Also, maybe it's just me. I find this hilarious that Sheamus has already cleared that table, but the fact that the announcers went and set their table back up makes me laugh for some good reason.
Do you know what will make me annoyed though? And I hate when they do it. If they break this table and it's somehow put back together again for the rest of the night, I'm gonna be furious.
So you don't like? So you want them to work on a destroyed table, right?
Yes.
Or maybe at least for me, they go get the table, like the one that we put bodies through, like a brown table. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't need my glasses. I don't take these off. I'm not reading shit. That guy is so happy with them glasses on.
Sheamus has a big gash on his back.
Yes. I don't know where it came from, but I think it came before the spot of the explosion.
Yeah, I think it did.
You know, I would say, Michael, that is a very questionable decision of them signing Tyrus because I know he had some allegations against him when he was working for Fox News, and he was accused of sexually harassing his co-host or something, like sending lewd text messages and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the Funk the Doctor was never somebody that I thought I could make buddy with.
Yeah, I don't know why they got him.
I love the fact that he's complained about not being at WrestleMania in front of the WrestleMania side. If that's not a planned produced shot right there, Manny, I don't know what it is. Ooh.
Oh.
Man, they gonna put that table back together, Manny. They gonna put it back together. And also, someone cleared the TV screens off of it. Just want to let you know. I don't know who did it, but they weren't sitting there when they went through that table.
That was a clean break as well. Like everything just like flat back.
So, like I have come to the conclusion that there's just like a lever that the announcers have to hit that just makes it collapse. And then when it's put inside, it doesn't collapse. Man, this has been a really good night for matches outside of Braun Strowman and Elias. And honestly, that wasn't that bad of a match. It's just nobody wanted that match.
If I'm the greatest, this is a B+.
You haven't got to the main event yet, Manny.
Exactly.
Mike can make this an A, man. I think that, like, even if you're a WWE person who doesn't watch WWE anymore, I think you could appreciate this pay-per-view if you care about wrestling matches. So I think every match has told a very good story.
See, but you know when you talk about a 10-year or 20-year feud, this is what I'm expecting. Not what I got from the AEW story of the two women.
Who had the 10-year feud? Oh, Rio and Rio.
No, Shayna
and Rio.
Just like just some dumb feud that Excalibur had to explain to why it was such a big deal.
I like I said, I think the biggest problem. Oh damn! I will never see nobody use this side of the table. Don't do that. Don't do that, Sheamus. I think that, like I said, with AEW, I think they have an obsession with Japanese women wrestlers when they have enough American wrestlers on their roster to establish their division first. He's posing. He should fight. What about him?
Don't do a look. Oh, slap him.
Oh,
slap him. Continue the theme of the night.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. Yes.
Oh, shit. This is like the slapping competition. I feel like Jeff Jericho show up and talk about snap nuts. I don't like the ending. Sheamus was his own downfall. he brought that piece of the table in. So technically, if he never brought that table in, he might have still have won this match. Overall, still was a good match. I mean, we knew Sheamus couldn't win this match.
Sheamus, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes. I think he's one of those guys that he's only been a champion a few times, but I think his his role in WWE is one of the more important roles in there. Like he was a feud for John Cena for a good minute. Like he's always been a great person to feud with.
Yeah.
Oh man, even with a little bit of the camera him going, it's still a good shot.
This was a good shot.
I mean, I think Sheamus is going to be appreciated more once he's done.
It's kind of like Regal and Finlay, isn't it?
Yeah. Because like Regal was one of my favorite wrestlers in WCW, and you might laugh at me when I say this. It was like that was the only thing I would turn away from Monday Night Raw was to watch a William Regal match.
Really?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
Goldberg.
Not I fucking hated Goldberg.
Not the NWO.
No.
Regal.
I like if you think about all the wrestlers that are like Chris Benoit, the William Regals, they were all technical wrestlers. Fit Finlay. I enjoyed the D Malenko. I like when the Radicals showed up on WWE television. That to me was far superior than to Scott Hall and Kevin Nash showing up on WCW.
See, as a child, I didn't really appreciate technical wrestling nearly as much as I do now.
I was always boring, Manny.
I was
always boring. Like you give me some boring people, I'll be like, yeah. Like so, I've never been too much into the flips and the dives. So like, although I appreciated the Hardy brothers, think about it. Who was my favorite Hardy at that time? Matt, not Jeff like everybody else. It was Matt. So you know something was wrong with me in that situation. Michael was right. This match was over once his face paint got off. He could finally see straight. You know what? If I'm Roman and Daniel Bryan, you got to be a little nervous.
Nah. Roman always brings the drama. Roman hasn't had a bad match since he's come back.
So this is how they're supposed to call the rest of the show, right, Eddie?
Yes. If it's not called like this for the rest of the show, there's no point even having. I want the iPad on the ground like it is there.
the Saudi bottles.
Yeah, I want everything on the floor.
You're a cold man. You're a cold man.
Just because their table is made out of Lego does not mean they should be putting it back together like that.
I feel like I need to turn the audio up for this match.
I just love that her picture is that.
I just also love that they found a way to make me like Alexa Bliss, which is crazy.
I'm going to buy the t-shirt. Have you seen the t-shirt?
No.
It looks like a kidnap shirt with her like this, but like it's like ripped up pieces of paper.
So Manny, can I ask a question? Do you ever feel like they lie to us sometimes when they be like giving us a timetable? Because I know they said this was 3 months ago that he burned up the Fiend, but I feel like it's been a lot longer.
No, because the video me and Marcus did. I mean, me and the Fiend did. Sorry, was 2 months ago.
Manny, no, you don't have to worry about anybody because whoever watched the Fiend video, don't watch this right here. Trust me, those 500 people are not fact for this.
I think it's 600 now, Eric.
Hey man, what can you say?
I don't understand why these people are watching this shit either.
Hey man, everybody got different. Oh, I remember when she shot him with the fireball. That shit was hilarious. I mean, like 2021 has been good years for fireballs because I mean, was that 2020 when Scarlett got Keith Lee with the fireball? That was 2020.
It wasn't a fireball, it was a fire book.
It was an exploding contract. I still count it as fireballs.
Book of fire.
That's not a sight that any man wants to see. A girl with black goo coming out of her mouth. No, that's not what you want to see.
I think Marcus will appreciate this.
What?
The Fiend video is at 671.
Damn, that might be 1,000 views, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be at like 7 tomorrow or something like that.
Maybe I need to do a video game one with wearing a Fiend mask. The Fiend rates video game. Fiend on Switch.
I was playing an Apple Arcade game today, and I actually quite enjoyed it.
What game was it?
Cozy Grove.
I appreciate you using your 3 months of free subscription.
I'm probably going to carry on.
Really? Because I might need to look into it because Shantae plays a lot of Apple games. Might have to eat the family plan because she's costing us a lot of money because she has paid way more in buying coins for Gardenscapes than that game is worth.
Oh, she played Gardenscapes. I played Homescapes.
What? Homescapes?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
basically
the same?
It's the same game.
Michael, no one knows what Bray is gonna look like. That's what we're waiting for.
He has to be coming back tonight, and I hope he's burnt to a crisp.
You hope they use some real Hollywood makeup. So Homescapes.
Yeah, it's basically the same game. It's just the way it's laid out because obviously Gardenscapes is you're doing a garden, whereas Homescapes is basically you're redoing a house.
But you still do the puzzle thing to get. Oh, he looks angry.
I've only just stopped paying for coins for that.
Really? So, so what you're saying is that Shantae's addiction makes sense.
It makes sense in the fact that microtransactions make sense.
Well, no. So, Manny, I will point out that I will look in the camera when I say this. I have spent about $10 on Pokemon Go.
Really?
Because I've been enjoying doing raids with a bunch of people, so I needed remote raid passes, so I didn't have no coins. And I would need to go place Pokemons in towers in order to get coins on a daily thing, but they have a 50 coin limit.
So in total of me playing WWE Supercard, I think I've spent over £300 on it.
Let me tell you something. That's why I stopped, Manny. That's why I stopped. I knew it was going to come to me paying money for that shit. And I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. I was like, I'm paying way too much money on this.
I had more fun playing Supercard than any modern wrestling game released.
I'm actually looking forward to the AEW.
It might be
GMA.
fun.
Not the console game, the actual GM mode game that they're releasing by IO.
Oh, I'll let you know, Manny. If you had a PlayStation or computer, Fire Pro Wrestling in the GM mode that Michael plays on his channel is so much fun.
Really?
It's so because I have it for my PS4, which is compatible with the PS5, but like it's called promoter mode. And the whole thing is that you put yourself into a promotion, and then you have to build yourself up by exchanging talent and stuff like that. And some of the other promotions won't work with you, so you have to sign free agents and stuff, and you have money. It is so much fun. Then you have to book your card each night. And so you start off like in a small gym, and then as you build a bigger roster, you can go into bigger arenas. I highly, if you get some time and you want to go to sleep, watch Michael's channel on Rad Gnarly and look up promoter mode because they got me hooked to playing it too.
Really?
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
It's everything that you think, and what makes it even. Oh, he's already blinking black goo from the mouth.
Someone needs to drug test Randy, you know. Get me a towel.
Hey, give him one of those to suck. Manny, I'm sorry. They put the table back together.
I knew it.
Did you see the comment?
Randy looking mad, like he didn't have time for a pre-match plan.
And it's like, if the brothers are back there smoking, Manny back there. Randy back there with them. It's funny because like anybody who talks about Randy, like Randy has always gotten a lot of bad press about being an asshole and stuff. But people say, Randy has been very helpful and offer advices to anybody.
Well, he's a dad now, isn't he? I think he's.
They said that once he met his wife, that changed him.
Yeah, I think that happens to a lot of people.
When he was running the circuit of all the women he was sleeping with in WWE, it was different. Bray, he had JoJo first. Oh, it's Alexa's playground now.
Yeah, it's always been Alexa's playground.
It has? Okay.
But Bray has the funhouse.
Oh, okay. She put more white paint on her, huh? She looks really creepy.
Looks
But
like
I know a bunch of guys who still would, even her look like that.
It's the reason why she's the thumbnail most times on the Tuesday show.
It's so sad.
That creepy and cute thing works for a lot of people.
They rock stuff, man. Nah, I'm not into demons, man. I'm not. Don't make me happy.
Randy's ready to punt her in the head. Look at him.
Yes. Oh, she got Undertaker powers now? Oh, we're bringing the purple lights on?
That means Sin Cara's coming.
Who changed to Hunico? Oh!
Oh! She got fire? This may be quiet because I'm into this.
Manny, you got close, man. You got close to the screen.
Oh! She got moves like Reginald. Are you okay?
As we went completely silent, Randy Orton is hunting little white girls at the moment. She started the match off.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that like Randy Orton's Elmer Fudd?
He is. Randy Orton is channeling his Pepe Le Pew. He wanted some Alexa, but Alexa didn't want him. She's going to hit him with some more fire. She got to hit him with some more fire.
No, the Fiend's coming like, surprise! He's coming. Oh! Oh!
I'm a little bit ahead of you, Manny, so I'm trying not to spoil when stuff happens. This is like getting the carrot at the end of the chase, man.
You can do it. Velveteen Dream lost their lights.
I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Velveteen was chasing her around in this too. Oh, that's just so that's appetizing right there.
No,
ready to go get her.
Velveteen like little boys, not no young girls.
That dude with the yellow LA hat, he into this. He looking like we looking. We just look at his screen like what's about to happen next.
Randy's so discombobulated, he hasn't even removed his vest.
The greatest thing about it too, Manny, you realize nothing has really happened except for random fire. Oh, she just blew him a kiss.
I love that. Oh! The kick was the best part. The kick of yeah. I'm just saying Orton blocked fire.
I'll pause 4 seconds so we can be a little bit more in sync. He did. He blocked fire because he knows she's playing games tonight. He knows she's playing games.
Oh, he's back.
Shit. Oh, Manny, you got your wish. That's a burnt hand.
Randy's getting taken to hell.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, that's not a bad way to get pinned. Did no one take him to the burn unit afterwards? Manny, that mask is more hideous than his first mask.
It looks like the Marshmallow Man been burned.
Manny, stop trying to take my Halloween costume, man. That's been my plan for years, to be the burnt marshmallow man.
This looks like a small gone wrong.
Like a garbage pail kid out the...
Yes.
So you're already against it.
No, but like I know me and Marcus are gonna have to record a video.
You know, if I would, people probably talking this already. But the fact that he came back burnt, I think that's half the battle.
People are gonna chat shit about this, but I've been entertained by this the whole way through.
Oh no, I thought that was one of my favorite matches. Like the motivation of the match still going. Ooh. Damn. LaMelo's out for the rest of the season. Fractured his wrist. Damn.
I like Melo.
Manny. Say it with some bass in your voice. You don't have to whisper that. It's okay to like LaMelo. It's bad when you say I like Lonzo. Like I've said numerous times.
You like Lonzo?
I did. I will point out that looks really creepy though, man. Like the Fiend outfit, I like what they did. When I saw the burnt hand come through, I was like, I like that. Michael's right. He said it. Perfect. That's what he looks like, the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
That is straight Toxic Avenger.
Or one of the Klingons.
Or one of the Klingons. But Manny, I'm telling you though, you should check out Gnarly Wrestling out GWA. He's 36. I think you would enjoy the game since you like managing shit.
Eric, you also real good. I'm really disappointed they didn't put Billy Kay in the spot. Billy Kay and Bailey.
Michael, Bray lost a lot of weight.
That baby. He lost that baby weight.
Clinton died in the mid-card as he put a reminder. There's a friendly reminder. Baron Corbin once pinned Walter.
Yeah,
when did that happen?
Yeah, you scroll through that. I've made comments. I attacked his boy as well during that.
No, buddy, I'm not gonna give you that.
Fiend came up looking like burnt Chucky at the end of Child's Play 1.
Man, I didn't even know you was Facebooking this whole time.
I gotta make use of this keyboard, Eric.
That's a nice keyboard.
The very nice keyboard.
And you're not having any Bluetooth problems.
No.
And how much did that cost?
Too much money.
Manny, I need to know.
These two combined.
Well, I know how much the MX3 costs. That's $99 here.
This is also the keyboard's also the same price.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. So this was £100, and then this was £100.
I might buy myself the keyboard because I've been using this Apple keyboard, and I just don't like it.
So what I'm a big fan of Logitech anyway. So what I was rocking was this before, and then that.
Shantae has a cheap Logitech. Oh, Shantae had that Logitech mouse, and she has a cheap Logitech keyboard for her for my old Apple computer for her new one. So
yeah, and then I managed to fix this button here that broke, this stupid down arrow.
Oh,
the day the new keyboard came.
I can say, Manny, thank you for inviting me to join you and watch Fastlane. I think this has been a really entertaining show.
I think it's going to be more fun if we can both do the WrestleMania one with Marcus.
Yes. Well, knowing Marcus, he might come to my house for that.
Yeah. It was a fun Royal Rumble show, though.
We don't know if Bryan will make it back from Milwaukee.
What's the deal with that, though?
Manny, we don't know. We don't know.
Because we both knew where Marcus was going and then how long he was supposed to be there.
Yes. I just put it this way, Manny, I sent Ryan a text. He has not responded to me about how it was Milwaukee, so I'm a little worried. I hope he's not in the custody of Milwaukee law enforcement.
JK Smush. Good morning, evening, gentlemen.
Oh, I didn't get that message. Well, hello.
Oh, can you see the chat in?
Yes. It's delayed. That was one of the reasons why with the
Oh, you were considering moving to this?
No, but I was trying to upgrade to the Ecamm version because they have that. They have this mode.
Well, I've recently upgraded this, and now we broadcast in 1080p.
Oh, and how much does this cost a month?
I think it was either $45 or $50
a month.
Yeah.
Woo! You must really love this.
Well, I find it easier to use than Ecamm for me.
No, I'm just talking about you just love it to spend money.
I don't mind it. It's more for my own mental health, if anything.
That is. Although the heater is on in my house and it's burning me up.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you don't live by yourself.
I can't believe this has only been on for 2 hours.
Well, like I said, when you watch it with people, it goes a lot quicker. Oh, I didn't put my shield up. Shit. My bad.
What are you playing?
Pokemon Go.
Do you feel like you're walking? Do you play that outside or do you just play it in the house?
I walk when I'm at work because I've been trying to do a little bit more exercise. So I walk at lunch with my other coworkers who are playing it.
Yeah.
And so I try not to cheat the system. Hello, Montez Red Cup. Whew. I have a headache. I should have kept my glasses on.
I'm wearing contacts, but I've had them in for quite some time now.
I can't do contacts. I just can't. Ever since that 6th grade failed experiment.
Why did you do it like that? I saw the comment, and I was like, "Which seems really unnecessary and spiteful the way you did that."
Well, I've never, had anybody be like, "Hey, your mic is covering you up." I don't know. It was weird for me. Hey, I like your hair. Thank you. Do you guys object if I eat a hamburger while we on live?
I was eating Cheetos on camera.
Okay, well, I will eat my burger.
And you got to remember one thing: I ate a gravy pizza on camera.
Well, because it is the chat room.
Oh. Your hair looks nice.
Manny says your hair looks nice.
Oh, she already knows.
Yeah, you're right there. Thank you.
Thank you. Trying to get out. Now my whole big body.
All right, go ahead, go. I got it blocked.
They already saw me.
They didn't see.
I saw you.
Manny, do I have to fly to England and fight you?
No.
I don't like how you said you saw her.
Well, she was right there giving you food.
I know. Manny, I'm trying to create buzz for the show. If they think we have dissension, it works out.
We're 2 hours in already.
They missed all the food conversation. I'm gonna regret this in the morning.
My new saying, and I told Marcus, and I think I've told you already, Mel, but sometimes the diarrhea just isn't working worth it, Eric.
What happened? Oh, for me and my dairy problems?
No, it's just when you eat fast food, sometimes it has just a bad...
So, In-N-Out is a little bit more upper class fast food. Oh, the fries are pristine tonight.
That's the one thing they didn't bring over to the UK yet.
Well, you gotta realize In-N-Out is not to the East Coast either.
I know, but they brought Five Guys to the UK.
Chips, man.
Just don't smack your lips when you eat it. That does look nice. I'm a little jealous.
It's fucking delicious.
Edge looks old, man.
Uh-huh. Yes, In-N-Out, JK. In-N-Out.
I ain't seen JK Smush in our live chat in
Me
a
neither.
minute. In a minute.
Manny, you know why? Everybody probably had to go back to work, man.
Guys, just drop us some comments. Let us know you're alive.
They become attached to you guys, and then when you disappear.
It's not only that. The comments we get on these videos are just spam a lot of the time. The only person that ever really comments on our videos is Montez.
So, I take it you don't want to be her boyfriend?
What?
You don't want to be her boyfriend. That's what we always get. Do you want to be our boyfriend?
Yeah. Or some weird thing and then a number.
But if they keep wanting to keep my views come up, I'm okay with it.
Roman's in that WrestleMania shape. Look at that.
You know, Montez, the burger is actually good. Sometimes In-N-Out doesn't have the consistency that you want to have, and it doesn't work out that well.
Those fries look a little bit soggy.
That's the problem. In-N-Out fries are very questionable. Like, if you can, for me, and you know, Manny, I'm going to speak in your turn.
We do have an audio listener. JK Smush is an audio listener.
I told you somebody out there listening. Me and Manny were having discussions, and Manny, unfortunately, he has to go get the approval from his partner in crime. But the plan is maybe to put the Untitled Manny and Marcus show also in the audio feed. But we're still working out the fine numbers because they are a far popular more show. So I might have to pay a little bit more money, you know.
This man talking like we get paid.
My man, I know about that honey to-do list. Manny, do you have a honey to-do list?
I don't know what that is. I let that slide as well because I had no idea what it is.
Oh, it's pretty much Becca. If you guys get married, she's gonna tell you what to do, and that's what you do. You have nothing else, but you wait for her. You can't plan no weekend.
Oh, that happened today.
Okay.
Also, it also happened because I still get discount at a place, even though I left that place. They've somehow forgotten to take that off my account. So like, can you buy bed sheets? Like, I don't want to.
Manny, if your girl's only asking for bed sheets, man, you can't be too upset. That's not bad. Because then it's gonna turn to Tiffany's or some type of jewelry. For what I
Tiffany doesn't exist over here, I don't think.
It don't exist over here because Shantae doesn't like Tiffany, but I hear a lot of other people at my job talk about Tiffany. It seemed overpriced to me. Yep, that looked like you'd have made it to the final boss.
See, I agree with Michael. That's what I thought he was talking about.
That's also, it's the same thing. It all works the same. Some just give you a list where they've already planned out your weekend. Like my judge also says that, yeah, my wife has a honey to-do list stuff for me now. I'm like, oh, okay.
You can trial this.
Charles, shout out.
So is this referee getting speared or getting the knee to the face for Edge to be in this match?
Mm-mm. He's just in the match to stop Jey Uso. That's the enforcer's role. Manny, if you could star or like the comment, JK Smush is right. The sacrifice for a happy home. Like if Shantae walked in and said, "Hey, stop that live stream." All right, man, it's been good.
So basically become this show.
Yeah. The funniest thing is her trying to think that she was sneaking in on the camera, though.
The door opened. I can see that. I think she thought you were doing the usual layout.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I should have did the reenactment of Manny when your mom walked into the door with you.
That was a good time.
Marcus still never saw that, but that was still hilarious.
And those hot dogs were delicious.
You know, sometimes hot dogs hit the spot. Are there any good hot dog spots in London?
Not really.
Because we don't have them either.
I think the only real good place you would get them from is a stadium. Or Costco.
But Costco's like a $2 hot dog, so you don't feel like you're really paying a premium for a good hot dog?
The thing is, the Costco hot dog always hits the spot. But what I normally get from Costco is that chicken bake, which is delicious.
You do strike me as a chicken bake kind of person, Manny. I don't know
exactly. Delicious.
I don't know what that means, but I see a chicken bake in your hat. So the chicken bake is delicious, but my issue with the chicken bake is that the chicken bake leaks.
I don't even care, Eric. Look what you're eating. That's leaking all over the place.
You're right. And it bothers me.
Do any fast food places even do hot dogs? I think a couple do.
We have wiener schnitzel.
But they're not good.
Like everybody does like sausages and stuff, but I like hot dogs.
Do you think they'd have a better profit margin than burgers? No, but you have to have more than one hot dog. I'm never satisfied with just one.
No. It's 2 hot dogs is like the going rate. But you seem fussy to me. What do you have on your hot dogs?
Just ketchup.
You would do it the wrong way.
I don't do mustard.
What do you have against mustard?
It just tastes weird.
You don't like that tangy?
No. I think that's staying on for the entirety of the remainder of the show.
I take it that JK doesn't like hot dogs.
Hot dogs are the ember moon of food. Did you see have you listened to the show from yesterday already, JK Smush? And how irate Eric got by being called Ember Moon?
I'm still upset about that, man. It's too soon.
How does as you're an audio listener, given that the show's become very visual recently, how does some of that stuff translate onto the audio podcast as a listener?
Look at Manny doing statistical analysis right now. Oh, that hit the spot. You know, sometimes like when you just have a taste for something. I agree with Michael. Mustard is one of my favorite condiments. That's how I take my hot dogs. It's usually mustard. If I'm trying to be fancy, I might do Chicago style with the onions and a pickle and the tomatoes. But like if I'm going really simple, it's mustard, onions, and relish.
See, if I was being fancy, depending what I'm eating, mine is normally half and half ketchup and mayo mixed together.
Let me tell you something. It's weird. That whole mayo dynamic on a hot dog is so strange to me.
I wouldn't put it on a hot dog. I'd have those with fries. I wouldn't put mayo on a hot dog.
You put the mayo on the fries?
Yeah.
That's even more strange to me, Manny.
No, it tastes good.
Have
you ever tried it?
No.
Try it.
Because I'm a black man. We don't like mayo like that. Ooh.
Oh, that looked like that.
Ooh.
That's a pin. Why isn't the referee counting?
So Michael says it still sounds like we're capturing the conversation about wrestling among friends. And I think that goes on. I think for me, the hardest thing that I think for an audio listener that you would have to deal with is when you or Marcus say, well, as I said on Thursday or as I said on Tuesday, it's kind of like, well, these people might not have a reference of that. That's why putting that show in the audio feed may help. Man, he got a lot to think about right now. He's pondering the world right now. You're like Steppenwolf in Justice League.
Well, it's just a little bit of extra work, isn't it?
What?
Uploading the show to Google Drive for you to download.
Well, no. So I was thinking about maybe like, do you use Dropbox?
I did. I think.
Well, I forgot we do have Google Drive. It might be easier. I mean, like the posting of it, it's like once you give me what episode number you guys are on, it makes it easier for me. Or we could just always go the date. Oh, what a drop kick by Daniel Bryan.
When was the last time you seen Daniel Bryan do a drop kick?
Man, this might be his swan song match, his last match.
What's
Michael,
Miracle Whip?
Manny, I will explain this. Miracle Whip was very common in black people house because black people don't really care for mayonnaise. So Miracle Whip is like mayonnaise that is sweet. Like it has a little bit of sugar in there. I personally don't like Miracle Whip. I don't like mayonnaise. I like sandwich bread. But in my old age, what I do enjoy now is Japanese mayo. I think Kipi in a little squeeze bottle, some of the best mayo ever.
So you don't even like have a chicken sandwich with mayo?
I mean, if it's gone, I won't care, but I can eat it. But I feel like here, like when they make sandwiches, they put too much mayo on stuff.
I see that.
You seem very perplexed about this whole mayo thing. Like,
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, just think about any of the black movies that you've watched, Betty, and how they all respond to mayo. It's like ingrained into our soul about mayo. And all it is just egg and vinegar, which is crazy.
I just find that really strange.
And I do like potato salad, which is weird because that has a lot of mayo in there. But I do prefer a mustard-based potato salad. Yeah, JK is right. If I remember, light mayo on a burger or chicken sandwich, and that's it.
I don't put mayo on a burger.
Really?
I put it on a chicken burger. I wouldn't put it on a burger.
So your burger's just ketchup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes plain.
But we do fuck with it in salad form. We do. I feel like we need to have an eating podcast because this whole Fastlane has been, what type of food do you like to eat?
What would it be? Two fat men on food.
FMOF, fat men on food. Turn in when we talk about our favorite burgers. Man, I'll let you know, brother, my favorite burgers when I've ventured out to this little like, so Manny, do you like the smash? Do you like a uniform burger patty or do you like a smash patty where like the meat is not uniform?
I don't really care. As long as it tastes good, I don't care. Mayo and raisins, white people food.
That is also true, man. Karen will put some raisins in the potato salad. You got to look at that like, what are you doing?
Well, we were having this discussion today because it was Census Day in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So we were having this discussion. It was like, what do you class yourself as? So obviously, I go down as Asian British.
Okay.
Or Asian Pakistani. Or Asian Filipino.
Wait. Asian Pakistani? Where do you get the Pakistani from?
My dad.
Oh, I thought you were just straight Filipino.
No.
Oh, well, shit.
This is why I get this. This is why I get this Mexican look to myself.
Hey, you think you know somebody? Shit, I didn't know anything.
So, I was like, I don't consider myself either. To be honest, I think I'm more English.
Roman talking shit. He let him know that was a vice grip.
I can't wait till he gets him in that guillotine. I haven't seen it in a while from Roman, but when he gets him in that guillotine, it's night.
So you are the definition of other then?
Yeah, or you just go down as Asian British.
Oh,
but then I'm just like, I'm not British. I don't consider myself British.
No, because Pakistani is not British, right?
No. But you go because I was born in England. You would go down as Asian British on the form.
Okay, so like kind of like me, African American.
Yeah, but I was like,
although I never seen Africa.
Yeah, but I would never say that I am. I would go. Either I would claim I'm British, but when you look at me and how I eat, I'm just like,
I call you Sankara.
Yeah, that motherfucker's English. The way they did it. He don't eat no spices. He don't eat no hot food. This guy's white.
That also explains why a lot of the Filipino things that you're not full. That makes sense now. Because I was about to say I made Filipino like empanadas, but I had to omit the raisins out of it. I was like, no, I don't want the raisins in this. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And without the raisins, they were fire.
Raisins aren't that nice anyway. They're a nice tiny snack if they come in about a box that big.
I'd rather have fruit snacks or I'd rather eat grapes. I don't like with a raisin, like it's like prunes. Like a plum, I enjoy a plum, but not a prune. No. I gotta be 85 to enjoy a prune.
85.
Yeah, because I need to move my bowels. Because I had too much beef when I was young.
Am I the only one over Edge?
No. I think we talked about Edge on the show this Saturday.
I think he's an old man.
I don't know who they had else to go against Roman in the main event, but like Edge doesn't do it for me. And I think JK, if you were here earlier, Manny says that he is afraid. He is afraid. He is shaking in his boots that Edge may walk away with the title.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. And I think that's the only way you do that is by having a janky finish to this, and then it becomes a triple threat match at WrestleMania to get the title off Roman.
Well, Michael, I don't think that you have that problem because you're German Canadian. You get just to be Canadian. I think if you're one of the Anglo races, you can just be the country that you're in. I just think that when you're like a minority, that's when you have to put the hyphen.
Yeah.
I could be wrong in that situation, but I think that's how it works. Is it fair? No.
Yeah, but even on their forms, though, it will just say white.
Yeah, because I don't even think like in Canada they go African Canadian. I think you just get called Canadian, right?
I would presume so.
Yeah. Damn, America just messed everything up.
No, because it's like this in the UK as well.
I know, but I like to think that the UK doesn't have those problems.
Yeah, they'll make it a three-way to protect it. Not to protect Edge, to protect Roman. It's the only way they'll get the title of Roman, by putting it in a three-way match.
But I just don't think Edge having the title is good for business. I think Roman having like that Adam Cole reign, that Bailey reign as champion, I think that's what's good for business. Because
But Roman is a dominant champion. He's not like, he may not like showing up for work, but like he's still dominant when he does it.
You don't have to apologize. No, and I agree with JK. Like, we've waited all this time for for Roman to be in this situation. And to blow it on Edge just makes no sense for me. Like, my whole thing is if you're gonna the next person that beats Roman, they need to be a star. And I don't need somebody established. Like Manny, although I talk about his hairline all the time, but like a Big E defeating Roman is a good move for me. I just think
I just don't think Big E is ever going to get to that level.
No, I just think that we need to keep continuing to feed Roman credible opponents. Like if he defeats Edge, maybe Nakamura, and then eventually maybe closer to SummerSlam, maybe that's when the Messiah goes after him.
You think? I think it's time either Nakamura or Cesaro step up.
Yeah, I can see any of those people go after. Like if Cesaro gets a win over Seth, that means that he can go feud with Roman next.
He means literally protect Edge's old bottle. He's a frail old man.
I mean, I feel the same way about Edge. He's like that old man in the audience right there. Next to the guy with the green hat. I feel the same way about Edge as I did about Goldberg. I just don't know if that's the right move to do. And that's why, like for me with AEW, when they started moving youth last week, it was a very positive change for me. But watch them go back to this week doing a bunch of old people. And the greatest thing about this match, this has not been a bad match. They are having a wrestling match and they are telling a story. Oh, Roman couldn't catch him.
Oh,
But let me ask this question though.
he bust Roman's nose.
Even though the triple threat it would be used to protect Roman in the situation, do you like Daniel Bryan being involved in the triple threat match, or
Well, Daniel Bryan is going to give the match a little bit more credibility because I don't think Edge moves nearly as well as people like to think he does.
he puts that athleticism in there, huh?
Yeah, he makes it a contest. Like Roman and Daniel can put on a show,
Which they're doing right now.
Yeah, Edge. Adding Edge to this, you're just going to realize how bad Edge is going to be.
Well, I think we kind of saw a little bit of that when we on SmackDown this week when he fought Jey Uso.
And you know what? For AEW fans, this is basically what you're going to get from Christian as well.
That is also, he's a good worker, but you don't really get much.
Yeah, so the Big E finisher I don't like because it doesn't look like it remotely hurts because you're falling on him. Whereas like when he started using that stretch muffler, that looked like a good finishing route, submission hold.
I just didn't understand why he couldn't have a running running power slam.
Stop giving people running power slams.
Or let's bring back the Farouk move, the Dominator.
Doesn't Lashley still do it?
No. Oh, my butt hurt. Shit. I really got to buy me a cushion. Or when I get my tax money, I got to buy my new chair with my butt.
I thought you were going to get your chair ages ago.
No. That was mentioned. I had a lot of other things I had to put in order before I got that chair because that's a big, expensive purchase right there. Like the priority was the computer first. And then like my monitor was bought off of donations and stuff. The chair would have to be a lot of money. See, JK is right. Bring back the Dominator.
I don't like the Dominator as a finish.
It's better than the big ending.
Yeah, but he caught the leg.
You know what? Actually would be a very good finishing move for Big E. But I don't think his arms are long enough. But the torture rack will be a good one.
Yeah.
I would love him to do the pounce also, but we only had one pouncer, and that was Monty Brown. Pounce!
I love that Monty Brown was billed from the Serengeti.
Oh, man. He could have been in Wesley Snipes' Warlord Party, too.
Period.
No, I think Cesaro will be the best next opponent for Roman or Nakamura.
I like where they're putting Nakamura. They're making him seem more credible.
And I mean, and as crazy as it may sound, and this could be me like, dreaming big for Mr. Cruz, but him being in that room with Roman, like 6 months, 8 months down the line, if they play the cards right with him, he could also be in the picture with Roman.
Well, he should be with Roman more often. Like it shouldn't have just been a one-off thing.
Yeah.
But now that he's doing this whole Prince of Nigeria gimmick, it makes it more difficult to do stuff like that.
Not necessarily because they're two kings of stuff hanging with. I think he needs a title to go talk to Roman. Like you can't go sit at the table if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table.
Are you not surprised that they didn't put Jay into that spot of having a second title?
No, because I think they know where Jay is at, and they're waiting for Jimmy to come back. Because, like, the Usos will always be known as a tag team.
I feel like he's surpassed Jimmy now.
He has.
He's gone past it. He doesn't need Jimmy.
I think Jay was always the better performer than Jimmy. Jimmy was just a better talker.
I don't know. I feel like Jay was good.
That can I say this looks like it hurt? His shoulder looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
But he's gonna die. Remember, he will die.
A league of but done properly, not like the way they did it
I told you, I've been clamoring for them to have the meeting with the head of the table where Santos Escobar and now the Nigerian
that's not what you're thinking. You're thinking of HeelCon.
Hilcon, League, or whatever. I want them all to be at the table together. So this is what I really appreciate. Like Roman's promo on Friday set this up that this move is devastating when he says, I'd rather die than to give up to this match. So like at this point, you're like, is he gonna die? What is he gonna do?
See, this is where Roman's hair comes into play. It's extra greasy today.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be able to lock in that as good.
No. I don't know how that happened, but he broke it with what hand?
Oh, but that ground and pound, look at that.
He took it to the streets, to the tribes. Oh, he had to flex that muscle.
Oh.
See, this is the thing about it. Like, ever since Roman's been champion, he's had epic matches. I just don't think that he could do that with Edge.
I think Edge peaked with Randy Orton last year.
No, see, look, JK Smush is right. The Island Chief, the Nigerian Prince, bring back the King of Strong Time. Hell, we still have King Baron Corbin. He could be invited to the room. He needs to have some.
What's he the king? What's he the king of?
Manny, I don't care. He calls himself king. He can be invited to the room. Hilcon and the rulers are all part of the same clan.
I feel like he's the one that gets left out.
You can even have Nia Jackson, Shayna show up there.
Oh,
Rudy going out.
Ah, here comes Edge.
You called it. You called it a ref bump. He can't count. He's just a special enforcer.
No, you can, because Mike Tyson counted HBK at WrestleMania 14.
I know I'm the only person that likes Baron Corbin, and I'm trying to put him in something.
No, Roman would never let him in after what Corbin did to him with the dog food.
Oh shit, you right. Continuity. Man, I forgot about that.
How could you forget about that? That feud felt like it went on for an eternity.
Yeah, but that was the one point where that feud was at its peak, and then they just didn't let it go. It was like right then and there. That was it. Oh shit.
Fucking hell, he's a murderer. Look, this is just straight murder. Oh, you got an armbar.
I don't know. What have somebody say what you trying to prove, little man?
He hasn't even got that locked in.
So this is always my big issue. Is like we can send another referee out. That was a tap.
That looked like a tap.
Manny, I'm ready to say I think this is the best match of the night.
It is. It brought it up to an A-.
Because I feel like the story going into this match, even with the
there's main event Jay. Jey Uso was smoking with Randy in the back.
Yeah. glad he realized he got to throw Edge ass out. He can't even take that bump right. If he never would have tapped the chair on the floor, it would never happen that way. Roman Reigns is like Skeletor. He keeps surrounding himself with incompetent goons.
So at no point did anyone think in the back to send out another referee.
Oh, shit. Daniel looked evil with the chair. He's tired. Those chair shots are not even... Send out Bree.
Bree mode.
Man, Rudy Charles has sold the hell out of his kick in his version of the Claymore.
Hit Edge. Go on, hit Edge. Yes!
Oh!
He can't even tap now.
He's going to tap.
Just pass out, Roman. Just pass out.
Can I tell you, Roman is selling the eyes. The eyes is selling it.
Roman went to acting school when he took time off. Look at him. Because he tapped out. Oh, Edge is a prick.
Well, we're getting a triple threat match though. You look like he got enough hair to put that man bun up.
Go get Beth. Both of you need to go get Beth. go to NXT on Wednesday. Take out Beth.
He going back to the back to get his gun.
Rudy Chuck. Oh, it's that ref I don't like.
Now you finally come out after all the shenanigans that took place.
Edge is a prick.
No, see, Manny, you being too nice, man. I'll be real. I'm gonna speak from the heart. Edge is a bitch, man. He a straight bitch, a bitch. Bitch. But you know what's gonna be fire on Friday is Roman's gonna say that he never tapped out. Like he's gonna deny that. I agree, JK. They ruined a good match to cater to Edge's ego, pretty much.
I don't know. I kind of like the ending, but like you knew it was going to lead to like a triple threat.
But like for me, the issue that I have is that Daniel was put through hell by Roman, right? And so I'm to believe that one chair shot from Edge is what put him out of commission. And that bothers me. I wish I had another move that kind of, ended him.
I feel like the spear should have ended this.
Yeah. But the story was still, great. I mean, I would say A for this show right here. I really enjoyed this show.
I enjoyed the show.
Yep, that's what he's gonna say. I was just getting the hair out of my mouth. I was repositioning my my grip. I don't know what you're talking about. And if he's the true tribal chief, he gonna have that footage deleted, where no one will have that footage. There's no footage of me tapping. Manny, thank you for hosting us. I know you need to get to bed so you can go to work.
Yep. So thanks for everyone watching. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit up www.storefrontier.com/DSPN. Pick up some DSPN merch. Help us out. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and like the video. And that's it. We out.
And also, audio of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show coming soon to the podcast feed. Make sure you subscribe in your favorite podcatcher of choice. Now, peace.